Yes, to the Los Angeles Dodgers. Hopefully the bats can get rolling in L.A. as after an off day today, the crew has 3 in a row at Dodger Stadium before hopefully making it back to American Family Field in Milwaukee for Game 6. First pitch tomorrow is slated for 5:08 p.m. Central Time, with pregame coverage beginning at 4:30 right here on Madison's home of the Brewers, 100.5 ESPN. In the meantime, we continue to have a full slate on our airwaves tonight, now with Jim, Matt, and Molly. Coming up next, Prep Mania Weekly with Hunter Vaughn and the Dean Dennis Semrau, taking you from 6 to 8. Then, for my fellow Badgers fans, the Barry Alvarez Show replays until 9, before the Kelly Sheffield Show till 9:30. And finally, Game 3 of the ALCS wraps up your night.
Metro Kia of Madison, Madison's trusted Kia dealer. Stop into Metro Kia on the east side of Madison or metrokiaofmadison.com.
Everybody's ego takes a shot on this show.
You gotta keep your chill with Jim, Matt, and Molly.
I am savage.
So you're not special.
Jim, if we want to play this game, we can play this game.
And I'm just like, oh my God, this guy's going to swing on Jim. He's a complicated fellow. Oh.
People like me.
I don't think so.
This is Jim, Matt, and Molly on 100.5 ESPN, the ESPN Wisconsin App, and ESPN Madison on YouTube.
Bottom of the first inning on the way, and a fly ball into right. This is hit a ton. It is back. It is out of here.
I don't think the Brewers are going to roll over. I think the Dodgers are a better team, but better teams don't always win in October.
2-strike pitch to Vaughn. Swing and a miss. Yamamoto strikes out Vaughn, and the Dodgers have taken the first 2 games in the National League Championship Series.
Broadcasting live from the Everlight Solar Studio in downtown Madison, alongside Matt Hamilton and Molly Brown, here's Jim Rutledge.
Matt and Molly. We are presented by Coors Light. If the mountains are blue, you know what to do.
And that's crush a Coors Light.
Brutal.
Sounded good to me.
I'm Jim Rutledge. I have the power, not in the Everlight Solar Studio. Molly Brown alongside me. We are in Milwaukee, WKTI adjacent studios. And Primetime Warsheim and Matt Hamilton are back at the Everlight Solar Studio. Get into the show, 844-770-3776. Let's call us talk. The text line list is more. And you can see us on the ESPN Madison YouTube stream. I forgot my computer, so I am sitting too close to Molly, but that's just what it is.
And you did on purpose.
Yeah.
Yep, you know me. You can stream us on the ESPN Wisconsin app.
You guys got to feel
fly it.
You guys got to feel at home right now with all the carpooling you do, though, right? Just sitting side by side to each other. Molly just in the little sidecar there. Motorcycle sidecar set up.
Yep.
There was a today. So we met in Johnson Creek. And Molly was running late, so I said, hey, just instead of our usual meetup spot outside of Bath and Body Works,
Bed Bath & Beyond.
Meet me in front of, meet me at the Nike outlet. Meet me outside there. So she shot me a text, and I walk out, and I walk up, and I said, I guess I'm driving, because she moved over to the passenger seat.
I was already buckled in and everything.
Which is that's a bold move, because usually if you're driving all the way that far, you just stay driving, right?
Yeah.
I don't know who you're waiting to answer.
Any of you? Matt, Ryan, you guys on the show?
You say you like to be in control, so I was letting you have control. You said that literally
But he's
2
saying
days
you
ago.
could've
Did you
just-
not, Matt?
Yeah. I mean, saves Molly a little bit of driving.
I'm versatile. You could have driven. You could have been in control.
I mean, I've done it before, but you said you'd like to be in control, so I let you take the wheel. Jesus, take the wheel.
Thank you.
Jim, take the wheel.
Jim, take the wheel.
That sounded really silly.
All right. Thank you, Freddie. The Brewers can't avoid it anymore. That last night was, I'll just say this, it was brutal. It had to have been just heartbreaking because the Dodgers just kept on slowly adding runs, and it was like a bloodletting. The first game, it's like, okay, we're in it. don't know what that sound was, but we are
Slashing.
That's the site.
Ryan and his
That's the site,
victim.
Jim.
But
that's what happened to the Brewers last night.
But that's like how the Brewers ended Game 1. It was just one scythe with like, all right, your head's cut off. This was like, we're gonna, like, I don't know, cut something like in your lower leg and just let you slowly bleed out like an animal, because it was just the slow burn of death. Because every inning, it felt like every couple innings, the Dodgers add another quote unquote insurance run until they were fully covered by AmFam there. So like,
did you guys ever?
Was
have you ever seen Harry Potter?
Yes.
Remember
Some of it?
Remember the Dementors that would just suck the soul out of you? That's what
yeah.
the Dodgers were to every Brewers fan at AmFam Field last night. Just slowly sucking it out of your body, as it was for me watching at home. I just felt, by the end of it, I just felt empty. Just had
fair.
nothing left. Just felt devoid of emotion. Just
Ready for bed.
ready to go home. Just ready to go to Azkaban. Take me.
light
Take me.
up a cigarette.
Yeah, exactly. I was done. I was just done.
Right, you know what, Ryan? You know what, Ryan? You sound like you actually had a pretty amazing experience watching the game.
Yeah.
No, unfortunately. Unfortunately, it was one of the worst experiences I've ever had in my life. But that's what it felt like.
How was your experience?
It was death by 1,000 paper cuts.
Yeah, Matt listening to the game was it was vocal. It was a vocal dementor for Matt Hamilton.
It was sad. I had
Jeff
the radio
Levering.
on.
Jeff Levering was sad.
Vocal,
The
oral.
Brewers didn't suck you dry.
No, I guess you had
Bruce
to,
didn't
I
suck
guess you
your
had to
soul
see
out.
it. I guess you
Matt.
had to see it for that
Exactly.
to happen. But my soul's still with me. I still believe that
That's
this Brewers
unfortunate.
team can
That's unfortunate.
make this a series. But
844-770-3776. Carbon Talk text line list is more. Who had a better experience watching the game than Ryan Wolfsheim?
Any Dodgers fan, I would say.
Ryan, first of all, you should
Wow,
refer
Ryan.
to your dates as Dementors.
Yeah.
Not a lot of dementors around.
Well, you obviously didn't enjoy it.
He's like,
Yeah, that's not going to get a second
God.
date.
yeah,
Yeah, just like the Brewers aren't going to get a second.
a second date at AmFam.
No, they won't. Exactly.
third date at
exactly.
AmFam?
Yeah, third date, I guess technically.
So where are we at right now, Brewer fans? 844-770-3776. It's Carbon Talk text line. List is more. You can talk about if you had a more enjoyable experience than Ryan watching the Brewers, but also, I highly doubt it.
Yeah.
Also, what are you rooting for? Because every Brewer fan I've talked to now is like, probably not winning this thing. This Dodger team was projected to win 125 games this year. This isn't the Dodger team that we saw in July. This is the Dodger team that was projected to win 125 games. They just weren't healthy. Now they're healthy. This team looks like a juggernaut. And so now you're in the buzzsaw. You got the Undertaker or the Angel of Death or whatever, or a Dementor getting ready to suck your soul out. Whatever it is, you have a different fate waiting for you. And now I just want to know for Brewer fans, is this all about saving face and avoiding a sweep? Or is this about giving yourself a puncher's chance and getting it back to Milwaukee? 844-770-3776. That's the Carbon Talk text line. List is more. What's more important to you as a Brewers fan? Avoiding a sweep or getting the series back to Milwaukee?
I mean, for me, what's more important is getting the series back to Milwaukee because that guarantees more wins. Because if you're saying you just don't want to get swept, which I do think is important for the pride of it, that could mean that they only win one game. I'd rather see them win 2 or 3 to bring it back home rather than just getting one.
Oh,
I don't
man.
know. That's
Could you
just how I
imagine
think of
if
it.
they sweep them for 3 games at their home field? That'd be incredible. Yeah, I mean,
I feel like a Dementor.
I'm saving face. Like, sure, that's what you tell yourself after, you win a game and you lose the series out in LA. You're like, we save face. It's kind of like hedging. That's what you do after the fact. Right now, I'm still hoping that they can bring it back to Milwaukee and then have a puncher's chance at this. I mean, that's obviously the most important.
Tim in Oregon says no sweep is the best result. Also, 2 out of 3 in Dodgerland? ? Which if you can win 2 games in LA, I think that's a feat in and of itself.
If you win 2 in LA, you have to feel like you've got an okay chance coming back to Milwaukee for the next 2. obviously you still have an uphill climb, but you got to feel a lot better about the situation than what we're currently in. Because right now the Dodgers do look pretty unbeatable. I mean, got to believe, though. You got there's nothing you can do as a fan other than be positive about it. Like, what's the fun in being like, oh, this is over. I'm Eeyore. Wah, woe is me. I'm sad. Like, that's not... It's no way to watch sports.
Okay, Matt. That's fair. But we are on a radio show, so, give these people who want to be hope. Hope is on a strategy, so give me a strategy for how the Brewers are going to actually do this.
Well, here's the thing. Pat Murphy needs to remind them. It's like, you guys you had the third most hits in the MLB this regular season. Like, we know we can get the bats going. We've proven it for 162 games. We know we can get this. We had the best road record in all of baseball this year. So going on the road shouldn't scare you like it might other teams. Like, we had a winning record on the road this year. It was the best in baseball. That is something he has to remind them. And then this next game against Glasnow, he's played 3 games against the Brewers. He's averaging 5 innings, 5 2/3 innings pitched. He's got a 3 ERA. So, you're going to have to work their bullpen a little bit because I don't know if 3 runs is going to be quite enough to overcome these Dodgers. And he's averaging 6 strikeouts a game. So, he's solid, but he's not unbeatable. You have proof of averaging...
Is he averaging 6 strikeouts per 9 innings or 6 strikeouts per start?
Per start.
Because that's a big difference. Per start, so he goes 6 innings and strikes out 6?
Yes.
That's pretty damn impressive.
No, it's good. It is good. But he's also averaging against the Brewers, giving up 3 runs in 6 innings.
Well, so, I'm sorry, is his ERA... is his ERA a 3 against the Brewers, or is it 3 runs per outing?
I had to do the average of it from the 3 games is what I pulled. So I saw the 3 games, ERA, added them together and divided by 3.
Beep, boop, bop, bop, beep.
Thank you, Ryan.
That's not how it's working, but an ERA is over 9 innings, so he's not allowing 3 over 6.
Okay, so then he's allowing 3 over 9 innings. Then he's allowing 3 over 9. So you can get the bats on him a little bit. It's not enough, but if you can get to their bullpen, like they've been preaching, their whole situation's been going, they're just begging to get to this Dodgers bullpen. That's what they thought their strategy was, and the Dodgers have not allowed it.
Very well-rested bullpen.
I mean, what do you want from me, Jim? Yeah, that's their strategy, is get to their well-rested bullpen. Get away from these starters that are absolute studs and get to the guys that might not be as good. Maybe some guys that have some rust on them because they are so well-rested.
Okay, Ryan, what was Yamamoto's ERA against the Brewers?
His ERA against the Brewers, or
I'm sorry, his last outing. I'm sorry, against the Brewers.
His last outing, he got pulled. He got pulled in 2/3 of an inning in his start after he gave up, I believe, 8 runs. Once again, we had said that was Andrew Vaughn's debut with the Brewers. That was the beginning of their seismic shift and going into being the best team in baseball over the second half. That was back in late June, I believe. Yeah.
And what did he do yesterday?
Yesterday, he threw the first complete game in the MLB postseason since 2010, I believe.
17, Verlander.
Last 8 years, that's what it was, yeah.
That should have been the night before with Blake Snell, but yeah.
Hey, Churio got a home run first throw of the game, though.
I mean, it goes from the first pitch. The first pitch, he just takes him a yard, and we're just like, all right, we got it. We're gonna get back to even.
Hey,
we're going to go to LA 1-1.
Okay, but I know that you guys all felt that way. You were like, holy cow, this is how the game's going to go,
saying.
Right? Exactly. Tim in Oregon says, get back to Milwaukee and face Snell or Yamamoto. Chris from Manitowish Waters on the Carbos Talking text line, he says, guys, stop kidding ourselves. We can't hit the broadside of a barn. The series will be done in 4 games. And Eric in Green Bay says, drove down for the game yesterday, and while the crowd was pretty dull, I can't say I overheard any chatter about Dementors.
You're at the wrong crowd.
Yeah.
It is funny. And again, 844-770-3776. Carbos Talk text line list is more. Our Siding Limited poll question: what's more important to you, to get the series back to Milwaukee or avoid the sweep? I think the right answer is avoid the sweep because, well, one, in Matt's world, and there's some... You have a plan, and if you're the players, you're going with that plan. It's one game at a time if you're the players. It's one game at a time, and you say, hey, let's just avoid the sweep. And then it's let's get it back to Milwaukee. This is what the Cubs did. Let's avoid the sweep. All right, let's win another one and put some pressure on them. And so that's what the Brewers are going to try to have to do here. And for me, it's not about... It has a lot to do with the Brewers just seem out of gas. Because their best game of the entire playoffs was the first game of the playoffs for the Brewers. And that was against a Cubs team that I think celebrated a little too hard after beating San Diego. Well, they still beat snot on them. They would have won regardless. But like that was their best game. And hitting and pitching-wise. Christian Yelich, does he play baseball for the Brewers? Does he still do that anymore?
Not in the postseason.
Is he on strike?
He's been bad.
Horrendous. And he kind of owned it in some of his talks, so I'm not... I mean, basically anyone not named Jackson Cheerio has been bad in the playoffs, over the course of the playoffs.
Contreras.
Yeah, I guess Contreras. I'll give you Contreras, too. Those two guys.
Yeah, as far as
so I'm not saying... Matt, I get what you're saying as far as like a hope thing, but it's funny coming from you because you're also the guys trying to hedge, saying like, oh, the Dodgers spend more money, so if we do lose, this is already gravy anyways.
That's just a guard your heart.
So you really...
It doesn't mean I'm not
You're just...
believing.
But how... But so
I just already know what I'm going to tell myself if it doesn't go my way. But guarding
your heart is not believing. If you guard your heart, you don't believe. If you're already coming up with
No, it's
excuses,
called having
you
a
don't
plan.
believe.
It's called having a plan for when things could go wrong. I will say, there is also something
If you were a
to
believer, you wouldn't have that plan.
There is also something to be said about a team that is truly backed into a corner. Like, you can rally a group around, like, we can't afford to screw up anymore. Like, it's time to... buckle down and make sure we at least give ourselves a puncher's chance. I hate to bring it back to curling all the time, but that's what I'm an expert in. We were one loss from elimination, go on to win a gold medal. We 2 Olympic trials in a row, lose the first game of a best of 3, and then rattle off the next 2 because we knew backs up against the wall. And honestly, countless times at World Championships, we have been a loss away from being eliminated from the playoffs, and we go on a little bit of a run. Now, it didn't always work out to win the World Championships, but we were able to make the playoffs and give ourselves a puncher's chance. So there's something to be said about the mindset when athletes truly feel like this is it. We're cooked if this doesn't go well. And obviously the other team doesn't want you to do that, but sometimes that mindset can flip something.
Okay. Did you have to play the same team over and over and over again?
Well, no, obviously. Well, the best of 3 at the Olympic trials, yes. We lost to them in game 1 and then readjusted a strategy on how we are going to deal with them moving forward. And we were able to succeed.
How common is it to go down 0-1 and something like that?
Well, it's only...
Is that unheard of?
To go down 0-1 and then win?
Yeah.
Well, I mean, they've only had a best-of-3 series 2 times, and the team that went down won them both, and that was my team the last 2 Olympic trials.
Okay, so then,
basically they're undefeated when you lose the first game.
And so in 2, and then for the history of baseball, this has happened 11% of the time.
Right. No, and I'm not saying that it's super feasible. I understand it's 11%, but there's something to be said about athletes when they're pushed up against the wall and they've got nothing left.
But yes, but there's also something to be said of more often than not, and this is the perfect example of it, those are the exceptions that prove the rule.
Right.
They stand out because they're the exception. Mm-hmm. More often than not, the Brewers are cooked.
Well,
is it over? No, it's not over until the fat lady sings or until a Dementor sucks out your soul. But that's
and then it's time for bed.
That's our new thing.
It's bedtime.
It's time for a sandwich.
Right? We're gonna be
night.
Get Ryan a dart.
All right. It's in the wrong week to quit smoking.
Yeah.
Ho Chunk Gaming Madison is where we're going to be tomorrow. That's one of all of our favorite places. Matt's always a winner at Ho Chunk Gaming Madison. Matt's a winner everywhere he goes because he's a gold medalist. But go be a winner. Go to Ho Chunk Gaming Madison. That's where winners go. And we're going to be there on Thursday, tomorrow, for a watch-along on our YouTube as the Brewers take on the Dodgers. Matt's going to bring his relentless optimism.
Oh, yeah.
And Ryan will tell us more about Dementors sucking out souls. This is Jim, Matt, and Molly, presented by Coors Light.
Good.
You're listening to Jim, Matt, and Molly.
What is going on with the hair right now? Oh, my God.
What's wrong with it?
Flock of Seagulls type haircut here, Ryan.
He looks fully like Johnny Bravo, if you guys know that cartoon.
Oh, yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh,
Do you think you're as jacked as him?
No.
Oh.
No, Johnny Bravo is all upper body. He skipped leg day, though, and I don't do that.
presented by Coors Light on 100.5 ESPN, the ESPN Wisconsin app, and ESPN Madison on YouTube.
At J&K Security Solutions, protecting your home or business is more than just a priority. It's what we do. I'm President Jeffrey Beckman. Since 1987, J&K Security Solutions has been committed to providing Madison and Southern Wisconsin with dependable security solutions. Whether it's security, fire, or the latest automation solutions, go to jksecurity.com to see how J&K can help keep your home or business secure. Get protected now at jksecurity.com.
When it comes to your health, do you want to buy something online or do you want to meet with someone local? A local doctor with a family-owned business that cares about you. That's right, you want to meet with Nestor Rodriguez and Ashley Rodriguez at Carbon World Health. You have questions about cryotherapy, red light therapy, hormone replacement treatments, GLP-1s, or you just want to have a great workout. Carbon World Health is there for you. They have a new location in Sun Prairie and they have their original location in Madison. So when it comes to your health, there's nowhere better to go than Carbon World Health in Madison and now in Sun Prairie.
Hey, it's Molly Brown from Jim, Matt, and Molly. I've been drinking ZOA Energy for a while now, and I absolutely love it. ZOA is my go-to beverage when I need a boost without the crash that comes with other energy drinks. It's packed with natural ingredients like vitamin B and C, electrolytes, and has zero sugar. It fuels my workouts and busy days. I recently had twins, and I have a toddler, so I need all of the energy I can get. Head over to ZOAEnergy.com to find the location nearest to you to pick up some ZOA for yourself. ZOA Energy for balance and drive.
At Wisconsin Surplus Online Auction, you won't have to worry about your old lawnmower pulling a hamstring. They make buying and selling easy. Wisconsin Surplus Online Auction is simple, reliable, and unlike your fantasy team this football season, they'll actually deliver. Have equipment taking up space? Let them be your surplus solution. You send it in, they list it, people bid, and you actually win. Bid, buy, sell, and score big today at WisconsinSurplus.com. Because winning isn't just for game day. WisconsinSurplus.com.
I was really anxious about college and felt overwhelmed at choosing one, but I'm so glad I didn't let that stop me. One tour of Madison College campus was all it took. The campus environment is amazing, so welcoming and friendly, and everyone is really supportive. My advice? See this campus for yourself. There's more to your story at Madison College.
Visit madisoncollege.edu to get started.
Audi Madison is where performance meets precision. Take advantage of the 3.99% APR for 72 months, plus $6,000 customer bonus when you purchase a 2025 Audi A6 sedan 5.5 TFSI Quattro. No down payment to qualified credit, must finance through Wells Fargo. Customer bonus is only available until November 3rd. Stop in and test drive today. Check out AudiMadison.com to see current inventory and specials. Start your adventure at Audi Madison today, off the Beltline and Rimrock Road.
Ready for the snap, and a timeout taken. The team looks a little bit lost. Let's bring in Gina Della from Pella. What's the winning game plan this month?
Wayne, the winning play is simple. A whole house of new windows as low as $297 a month with 0% interest for up to 60 months.
Wow, that's a drive you can sustain for years. No penalties, no interest. A championship move from Pella Windows and Doors of Wisconsin.
No doubt, Wayne. And unlike the opponent's defense, Pella Windows actually stopped the drafts.
The draft picks we gave up for number one had to be the steal of the century.
True, but I'm talking about replacing old drafty windows.
Roger that.
With energy-efficient windows that keep the cold out, you'll stay as toasty as a fan at a warm weather preseason game.
Pay as low as $297 a month for a whole house of new Pella windows.
Plus, with 0% interest for up to 60 months, don't sit on the sidelines, folks. Make your move today.
Schedule your free consultation today at PellaWI.com.
Service restrictions apply. 10/31/2025.
You're listening to Jim, Matt, and Molly, presented by Coors Light. Also brought to you by J&K Security Solutions, securing homes and businesses in the Madison area since 1987.
Man, I got this swag. My head up to my back. You know I'm popping tag. But man, I got this swag. Man, I got this swag. My head up to my back. You know I'm popping tag. But man, I got this swag when I surf. Now I be surfing swag. I'm on hypnotic, exotic, polo on my body. Got a bag girl beside me, and a friend right behind me, and I'm swag. I'm surf, I'm swag, I'm surf, I'm swag, I'm surf, I'm feel like
Jim, Matt, and Molly continues live from downtown Milwaukee. Matt Hamilton and Primetime Oilshine back at the Everlight Solar Studio. Get into the show, 844-770-3776. You can answer our Siding Limit poll question. After going down 0-2, what is the most important thing for you as a Brewers fan? And the options are avoiding the sweep or getting the series back to AmFam Field. Right now, 72% of you say getting the series back to AmFam Field.
Yeah, I think so too. I think for the exact reason that I said is because then you're guaranteed winning more games than just guaranteeing a sweep. Like, you're winning more than just one.
You have a chance. You still have a chance. Not getting swept means you still lost. Getting it back to AmFam means you have a chance.
What are you saying this is great stuff for?
Yeah, you're like, would you rather have one loss or two losses against one win or two wins against? You know, that's the question.
Yeah, but it's more the like, where is your mindset at after watching the game on Tuesday?
I want them to come back to Milwaukee because I want the series to be longer. I want them to win more games.
Right.
I want them to have home field advantage again.
But what do you think? Like, that almost feels like an impossible dream.
It does feel like an impossible dream, but you're asking me which one I want more. I want that. You're not asking me which one's more realistic.
No, more important. And maybe it's more realistic, but more important. Like, right now, saving face is important. Getting swept changes the complexion of the entire Brewers season.
So you're saying exactly like what you said for the Cubs. Their first step was to not get swept by winning the game when they got back to Wrigley Field. Mm-hmm. Then the next step was to make it a competitive series again?
Yes. But in this case, and we're really trying to get at here, and Ryan, you can chime in on this as well, is after watching the first two games, for me, if I'm a Brewers fan, like my brother texted, like, I was like, I hope it goes 7 for the good of the station. My brother's like, I hope it goes 5, and that seems optimistic. And so it's more of like, where are your hopes at, and what is the most important thing for you? Obviously, you want them to win the 2 and get back, but like, realistically, it's just saving face and not being swept out of the playoffs. That's going to feel embarrassing. That's going to sting. It's going to take some of the luster off of the season. It's not going to be a disappointing season, but you're not going to look back on this season and be, remember that time we got our asses kicked by the Dodgers and they beat us 4-0 and we didn't look like we belonged on the same baseball diamond as them? That was a pretty sweet end of the season. So that's why avoiding the sweep avoids some of that feeling. So for me, this is an easy answer. It's just avoiding the sweep because that seems like the most realistic thing happening. Just to avoid the sweep.
Realistically, I think they win one more game and then the Dodgers win the rest and it's done. That is what I actually think is going to happen. That is not what I hope will happen. I hope it'll go to 7. That'd be kind of fun.
Super fun.
If they end up winning in 7, not if they end up losing in 7.
I do have a question for Ryan, our resident diehard Brewers fan, or at least Dementors fan and Brewers fan.
We're all Dementors fans.
So we had talked about before this series, like if we would have gotten beat by the Cubs, it would have been beyond disappointment, borderline failure, right?
It would have been a failure, not borderline. It just would have been a failure.
Okay. And then we get to this series, and we were saying that this is the assignment achieved.
Yeah, you completed the assignment.
You completed the assignment, and then World Series was house money. Is it any worse? Is the assignment still achieved or completed with a sweep? Like, how does this change how you feel? Like, if we get gentlemen swept, and like Jim's saying, we save a little face, sure, I think we can look back and be like, that season was good. What a letdown in the NLCS. But how do you feel about it now if it's like a full sweep?
If it's a gentleman's sweep, I feel that same way. Especially because it's like,
you
won.
don't feel the same as if it's a full-on sweep.
You feel the same because it's like, you got one game in Dodger Stadium because maybe Shohei Ohtani didn't have his best stuff that day.
So you don't think it's no different in your heart
it's
if the Brewers get swept completely or if they are able to steal one?
It's a gentleman's sweep either way. That's the thing, Matt. Both are sweeps. One's just a little better. One doesn't feel as soul-sucking maybe, but it still feels awful.
So one's not taking you to Azkaban, and the other one.
The thing is that I want there to be a chance. Essentially, you want to have like the possibility to be on deck for the World Series, right? Like you want the chance to have a Game 6 where it's like, if we win this game, then we have a chance to actually go to the World Series. Like you're on the precipice. Whereas if you get gentlemen swept or swept, it's like you were never actually close. Whereas if you at least get to 6 games, you can say to yourself, man, especially then if you win game 1, like then you can look back at it and say there were a lot of things we could have done. That actually could have gone our way. Whereas if you get gentleman's sweep, then you still feel the same way of like, nah, there was really never even a chance. They were just not good enough to take down the Dodgers.
Okay.
Ryan, what was in your heart of hearts, the percentage chance you thought the Brewers would get into the World Series before this series started?
Are you saying immediately before this series or going into the playoffs? Because after they beat the Cubs, I felt pretty good. I think I would have said there was a 40...
before the series.
Leading into the series, immediately before Game 1, I would have said there's probably like a 45% chance for the Brewers. I would definitely give the favor towards the Dodgers, and I think that's basically how the numbers looked for like ESPN Bet and most sports books too. Like it was slight favor towards the Dodgers, and I was probably handicapping a little bit with my bias as a Brewers fan. At this point, like, are you asking like what are my percentages now?
That's what I was going to get to. Yep.
I mean,
after you've had your soul sucked out by a Dementor.
I mean, now it's just what even matters.
Well, it's feeling good now.
I mean, who even cares at this point?
100%. Who cares?
It's a rhetorical question. I mean, at this point,
as long as
nothing
the
matters.
Dementors keep coming.
Honestly, my life has changed. Now it's like
he's a shell of himself.
How can you not be? After last night's game, it was just, I mean, how can you have any confidence that they could actually win the series? Like, I think Jim's question of, like, what's more important, just avoiding the sweep or getting it back to AmFam Field, like, those feel like achievable goals at this point because the idea of, like, winning the series at this point doesn't even feel possible. Like, that doesn't feel like it's in the discussion anymore for me.
You didn't even think if it's brought back to AmFam, you feel like you have a shot anymore?
I mean,
Brewers are winning 4 in a row?
I mean, at that point,
I mean, they could drop
4 out of 5?
if they win the first one of the Dodgers. Yeah, 4 or 5. Like, obviously, you don't love your chances, but if it got to win 2 at home, like, you take that. Given the situation we're currently in, you certainly
You know why I
take
wouldn't feel that way?
Right.
You know why I wouldn't feel that way is because then in Game 6, you know who's probably starting again? Blake Snell.
Yeah.
You know who's probably starting in Game 7? Yoshinobu Yamamoto.
Well,
the guys
they
who
got
just
some good
dusted
tape
the
on them.
Brewers.
They got some good
Sure.
tape on them now.
I don't know. I mean, it's just there's really like the chances of them, even if they get it back to AmFam Field, it's like then the odds are like, I don't know, they have like a 20% chance at that point, honestly. Because then you have to win 2 games against 2 guys who just absolutely dominated you in games 1 and 2. Right now, I would give them like I think I would honestly say like a 5% chance of winning the series.
Wow. Do you guys know how many pitchers of the Brewers like thrown out in the last 2 games?
100, all of them.
Yeah, that's
like
correct.
it's like I don't know the number. It just feels like there's been about like 15 different pitchers,
And
which
you know how
is
many
crazy.
You want to be rooting for the team that only pitched 3.
Yeah, 3 because they
They
had
had 4. They had 4.
Oh, they had 4.
Oh, that's right. They brought out 2 pitchers in that.
Yeah,
ninth
Roki
against the Brewers.
Sasaki.
Oh yeah,
they had
because
to
what's
pull
his
in the
face got
ninth.
pulled. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Yep.
He was sweating.
They could have
He
gotten
was.
by with 2.
Yeah. Oh, for sure. Honestly, well, Snell's pitch count was kind of high, and I don't know. I guess he could have probably gone out there and still pitched another scoreless inning, but yeah, it doesn't even feel. It feels like they've only faced 2 pitchers because the Dodgers starters have pitched a combined 17 of 18 innings in this series so far.
It's crazy.
It's ridiculous. Like, how can you not feel just like void of any feelings? Like, there's nothing left.
It's 9 or 10. I had to, there's a lot of names you have to remember to compare to the other game, but it's 9 or 10 different pitchers. For
Feels
the
like
Brewers
more
at this
than
point.
that.
It sure does.
Well, like Abner went out twice. I think Priester's been out there.
Priester was out there.
Right.
Ashby's
Ashby's
Game
been
1,
out
yeah.
there twice.
Ashby's
so
been out there
like
twice.
that's what I mean.
Tobias Myers got his debut last night. It lasted like a third of an inning. Who even remembers? Can't even remember anything from last night's game either. It was just a blur. There's nothing left. It's just.
I think I fell asleep
like a movie.
actually.
When did you feel like it was over last night?
Ashton,
5th inning?
Our content director here at ESPN Madison, Ashton Rodman, asked me the same question. I'm like, I can't even remember. Like, I think maybe when Shohei finally got his first hit of the series to drive in an RBI in the 8th inning, maybe that. But then by that point, it's like it was the 8th inning. They were already down 4, or I guess at that point they were down 4.
They were down.
I knew the game was over.
It was 4-1 at the top of the 8th.
Yeah. So that's when Shohei drives in the final run. It's
Yeah.
like, I guess maybe that's the final nail in the heart, or nail in your coffin, I should say.
Yeah.
But I already felt dead.
Yeah, at
far
4-1,
before
I
that.
thought
Like
they
the
were
last
done.
bit of soul was taken from you then.
Yeah, maybe that's when they.
the last suck from the Dementor.
Yeah, Ryan
that's-
couldn't even go 9 innings.
Yeah, exactly. Who could? Who could?
I know who could.
You saw how Yoshinobu was doing it out there.
Yoshinobu could go 9 innings.
Yeah.
Snell could.
Yeah.
Get it together, Ryan.
Molly,
Let
tell
me
us about college.
I will tell you about Madison College. They've been educating Wisconsin students since 1912, which is more than a century of opportunity. And today, many students actually start their bachelor's degree right here at Madison College. With special transfer tracks and agreements with schools like UW, you can save money, earn credits, and then move right into a 4-year program. And last year alone, over 4,500 students made the jump from Madison College to more than 600 universities. It's a proven pathway to success, and it all starts at Madison College. Start your path at madisoncollege.edu. This is Jim at Molly.
You're listening to Jim, Matt, and Molly.
Brandon in Tulsa, my calloused heels ended their silk chic era after one night.
Oh, God, that just,
You all right over there?
I hate the feeling of like when your feet or something on your body is like dry and it like scrapes against the sheets. Oh, God, that just,
I'm with you on that.
Presented by Coors Light on 100.5 ESPN, the ESPN Wisconsin App, and ESPN Madison on YouTube.
One reason so many local organizations choose document imaging technology from James Imaging Systems? The people. Amanda Burrian, office manager at Covenant Lutheran Church.
One of the main things that has always been absolutely outstanding to me is the customer service rep that comes out and helps with the technical stuff. He is absolutely wonderful.
James Imaging Systems, a 100% locally owned and managed business technology company. And that translates into better support, better service.
Fast, efficient, they're dedicated, and they're willing to be there when you need them, so it's wonderful service.
Amanda, James Imaging Systems, more like a vendor or more like a partner?
Like a partner.
And your overall business experience with James?
That feels more like a partnership as well.
James Imaging Systems, AI-driven workflow automation, security enhancements, and digital transformation. Call 608-221-3457. James Imaging Systems, your local business technology partner.
At Siding Unlimited, we're really excited for the fall season. Not only are we proud partner of Wisconsin Athletics, we are also fired up for an exciting fall season cheering on football and volleyball. If that's not enough, we're really excited to share with you that Siding Unlimited is Wisconsin's best window and door installation team. Siding Unlimited is a Pella Platinum Premier National Contractor of the Year award winner 5 times. Looking for new windows and doors? Visit us at sidingunlimited.com or stop by our beautiful showroom in Madison.
Step into nostalgia with the Miller High Life Dive Bars of the Month. Listen to Jim, Matt, and Molly every Thursday to find out where you can enjoy the best High Life specials in Madison. Plus, to celebrate our love for dive bars, we'll be giving away a case of Miller High Life to one lucky fan every Thursday. Live the high life with Jim, Matt, and Molly and enjoy the champagne of beer in its natural environment. Like the Village Green, Cahoots Bar, Whatever Bar, and Dot's Tavern.
Ben Brust here to tell you about why your next work van should be from Mercedes-Benz Sprinter at Zimbrick European. First off, we have versatility. The Sprinter vans offer 16 body types and thousands of ways to customize that space. Number 2, we have reliability. Sprinter's most powerful diesel engines last longer and require less maintenance, spend more time on the road and less time in those bays. Number 3, we have safety. Sprinter's safety technologies include curtain airbags all around, load adaptive electronic stability program, and crosswind and attention assist. Number 4, Van Care Mobile. Our maintenance team can come to you with routine service. Who wants to go in? Let them come to you. They work with multiple trucks on one visit. Use the Mercedes Me Connect. And last but not least, get your Zimbrick Sprinter at Zimbrick European at Rimrock Road and the Beltline, or go online at ZimbrickEuropean.com because your next Mercedes Sprinter van is waiting for you.
After a serious crash with a semi-truck, everything can change instantly. Your future, your family's future, your quality of life. That's why knowledge and results matter in big truck cases. And not all law firms have the know-how or the resources to handle these complicated cases. At Gruberg Law Offices, we have the experience it takes to make sure you're protected. And there's never a fee until we win your case. Gruberg Law Offices. One call, that's all.
You hear that? That's the sound of Pepsi Zero Sugar. The better tasting, more refreshing Zero Sugar Cola. Listen to that endless pour. Pure refreshment. If it sounds this good, just imagine how it tastes. Oh yeah, So good. Pepsi Zero Sugar. Let your taste decide.
This is Martin Sesaker from Norway. You're listening to Jim, Matt, and Holly on 100.5 ESPN Madison.
Live from downtown Milwaukee, I'm Jim Rutledge alongside Molly Brown. She's going to tell us about Zoa in a minute. Matt Hamilton is back at the Everlight Solar Studio with Primetime Wollersheim. We're going to get the stats to depress you as well, but Molly and I are here in Milwaukee, not just because we wanted to hang out in Milwaukee and go shop at the Kohl's downstairs here. We wanted to...
Jim was going to let me use his Kohl's cash.
Yeah.
Wow.
Give him a little Kohl.
Wait, hold on.
Right? Yeah.
Hold on. I thought you guys were a Target family. What are we doing here? Aren't you a
Target and
Target
Kohl's
couple?
are not competitors.
Oh.
Okay. Keep that word out of it. That's weird. You just made it weird, Dementor. No, Target and Kohl's are not competing companies, so no. We can go to Kohl's.
Yep. I think that's fair.
Yes, we can go to Kohl's if we can go to Kohl's if we want to, Ryan.
Yeah, obviously.
But we're also here because we're going to an event tonight.
Yes, we are.
Hors d'oeuvres and wine and everything. It's the
I don't know if it's gonna be that fancy. We'll see.
It said, did you not look at the invite? It said hors d'oeuvres and beer and wine and
I didn't see that.
A little intimate evening with Thanasis Antetokounmpo. He's going to be telling us about what?
That sounds like a hell of a throuple.
There's more than just us there.
Oh, okay. I'm sorry. I thought you got the invite. You and Molly got an invite from Thanasis to come hang out.
Maybe. I don't know. I assume there were more people here.
Yeah.
It'll be awkward if it's not.
Yeah, fair.
But we are here in Milwaukee. Vanessa's, hey, where's everyone else? Oh, it's just us.
It's just us. I have hors d'oeuvres.
Let me introduce you to this Dementor. All right,
Yeah.
Anyways, we're here for an event with ESPN Milwaukee, and Thanasis in his podcast will be doing a little Q&A. But Molly, tell us, so I need some, do you have Zoa? Can I have some of your Zoa?
I actually didn't bring any, unfortunately, but I'm sure you can go buy some.
Is there any here?
I don't know. Maybe in our little mini fridge. But if you're looking for an energy drink that actually supports your wellness goals, Zoa Energy is your answer. It's packed with natural ingredients, including vitamins, minerals, and antioxidants for a clean, focused boost without the jitters. It's co-founded by Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson. It's vegan, gluten-free, and comes in a variety of bold flavors. So if you want to pick up some Zoa for yourself, head over to ZoaEnergy.com.
So Ryan, why don't you go ahead and depress us?
What's the story? Are you not happy or?
Still to be happy about.
Take that for data.
Beep boop bop bop beep. These are stats to depress people.
Hello, darkness, my old friend.
Yeah, guys, so while I was having the soul sucked out of me by the LA Dementors last night, I was collecting a lot of stats.
In Azkaban?
I was able to collect some stats about just how bad the Brewers were actually performing in Game 2 and in the playoffs overall, guys, because it's pretty historic at this point. So I mentioned it earlier. The Dodgers starters in this series have pitched 17 of a possible 18 innings in games 1 and 2. They've each gone 8 innings, giving up 1 run or less. That's the first time a pair of pitchers have done that since the Dodgers themselves did it in 1983, 42 years ago, guys. 42 years ago that there's been a pitching performance this dominant. And I don't know if it's because of Blake Snell and Yoshinobu Yamamoto or just because the Brewers batters are that bad.
I think it's a little column A, a little column B.
I don't know, man. I think the Brewers are doing a lot of the heavy lifting here.
You do.
Honestly.
Yeah, we could.
Jim?
Well, go ahead, Ryan. Well, I was just going to say, we could just do a little rundown here of the Brewers' batting averages for their lineup last night. If you wanted to. So Jackson Chourio showed up to play, hitting .320. Bryce Terang, 143. Contreras, 222. That's actually pretty close to his back of his baseball card, though. He was 0 for 4 yesterday. In a small sample size, that'll kill your average. Christian Yelich, 192. I can't remember the last time he got a hit. Andrew Vaughn, 190. Sal Frelick, 217. Durbin, 227. Jake Bowers, 375. He must have been smoking out before that because he was 0 for 3 and is still hitting 375. And then you got Ortiz at 1.125. Isaac Collins has yet to have a hit this postseason. And same with Monasterio, also hitless. He hasn't been on base either.
I don't know if Monasterio. I think he's had like 2 plate appearances maybe in the postseason.
Okay.
They have not used him much, but Jim is right. The Brewers' hitting has been god-awful atrocious. Through the first 18 innings of the NLCS, the Brewers have 5 hits.
Outside of Jackson Chourio, because Jackson Chourio showed up.
True. But overall as a team, they are atrocious. They have 5 hits and 54 at-bats. That's good for a .093 batting average. They've generated 2 runs, and they've had just 4 plate appearances with runners in scoring position. All of those were in the 9th inning of Game 1. They've had 1 inning with runners in scoring position out of 18.
That's rough.
So, yes, I do think it is the
Brutal.
Brewers hitting. And last night, even against Yamamoto, it was the first complete game thrown in the postseason in 8 years. The Brewers swung at the first pitch 12 times last night. Matt, you were saying yourself, the strategy is to try and get to the relievers, get to the bullpen for the Dodgers, because we know that's what they're not good at.
Swinging at that first pitch, tough to do that.
What are we doing?
Yeah.
I've talked about how coaching matters in the MLB in the playoffs, and we've given a lot of credit to Pat Murphy for what he did this year. What is he telling them about them?
Getting the signal to swing away?
Why? I don't know how it can be if that's the strategy and you know that's what could actually win you these games.
Like, is there a call that's like only swing at a cookie? Like, that's the only time you go for it in the first pitch?
Yeah, well, honestly, that is a thing that they say, but it's usually like when it's 3-0, don't swing. It better be right down the middle. And
it's red light.
And
green
honestly,
light.
the way the Brewers batters have been not hitting the ball, Chourio is the only guy who would be like, you can swing away. Everyone else, if it's 3-0, don't swing.
No, not at all.
I don't care if it's right down the middle. I don't care if it's a cookie or a meatball. Don't swing.
No, especially
maybe that should be their rule. Just don't swing. They try to go through the lineup one time without taking one swing. At least you work up the pitch count for the pitcher.
That's exactly what you should be doing.
Until he figures it out.
There's a reason it was the first complete game since 2017. Teams are just smarter than that. Or at least batters should be smarter than that. But the Brewers are showing not to be.
See, this is where baseball loses me. Like, this is a lot of strategy. Like, I've never thought about this.
Well,
I've never thought
you
about
know
what you swing at and what
pitchers-
you don't. I just thought you use your eyes.
But you know that pitchers, they can only pitch so many. They can only have so many throws in a game.
Well, what's the number? Because I've wondered. I have been wondering as I watch the pitch count go
Well,
up
for
each game.
It changes per pitcher.
For like Peralta, it's like in the 70s. But like those starters that go deep, you're thinking like 90 to 100.
100 is usually the cutoff point. For pitchers nowadays, rarely ever go over that point. Unless they're like throwing a no-hitter and they just don't want to pull them because they want the historic achievement, which I wouldn't be surprised if one of the pitchers for the Dodgers does that in the series. Tyler Glasnow, if he gets a no-hitter, good for him. Anyways, the Brewers...
You sound really confident.
The Brewers have 14 hits.
Worse.
They have 14 hits over the
game.
No-hitter in the NLCS. That's insane.
The Brewers have 14 hits over their last 4 games. It's the fewest hits over any span of any 4 games, regular season or playoffs, in franchise history, going back to 1969.
I like that number.
Hold on. Throw that one.
Maybe
one
he'll
more
be here
time.
tonight.
The Milwaukee Brewers have 14 hits over their last 4 games. That is the fewest hits over any span of 4 games, regular season or playoffs, in franchise history.
Oof.
Matt, can you tell me again why the Brewers are going to come back?
Because they had the third
'Cause it's all
most
gonna
hits
change.
in the league this season. They have the best road record in the MLB.
What was their record in September?
I don't know. I don't have it in front of me here.
They weren't great in
Wasn't
September.
good.
It was just below 500.
Because they didn't get to 100 wins.
And I believe at this point in the playoffs,
Crap down
I think
the-
it was 2 games below 500.
They're below 5, and they're below 500 in the playoffs.
Yes,
Yeah.
they have lost 4 games. They've won 3. Yes, they would lose the series if it was a 7-game series at this point. And then,
So like over their last 25 to 30 games, they're a below 500 baseball team.
Yeah, they'd
Probably
be 4
close to.
games below. 3 or 4. 3 games below.
That being said, there are not many teams at all in all of baseball who did well in September, including a lot of the postseason teams too. And then, but you look at the Dodgers and what they're doing. In the postseason, they know when it's time to show up. And even though one of their best players, Shohei Ohtani, hasn't this postseason, He's actually just hitting 5 of 34 in plate appearances this postseason. That's 147 batting average. And that's the same.
But they don't need him to.
They don't need him to, but what sucks is that he's gone 1 for 7 so far in this series. He had 3 strikeouts last night alone, which is why it drove it home into my heart to kill me while watching the game when he finally got his base hit, because it made me realize that Shohei's had such a terrible series, and the Brewers haven't even come close to taking advantage of it. Everything has been there for them to be able to be competitive in the series, to steal the series. And they just haven't done anything.
They stole a grand slam and turned it into a double play, correct?
Yes, exactly.
Yeah.
They've had breaks go their way.
In fact, everything in Game 1 went their way, and they still lost.
Yes, exactly. Last night, nothing went their way, unfortunately, other than Jackson Churrio's leadoff home run. But I chalk a lot of that up to it being their own fault. Like, not the ball is round. Sometimes it bounces one way, sometimes it bounces the other. It's like, no. It's like, you guys are just crapping down your legs. You're not good at all in this series. And honestly, in the postseason as a whole, the hitting has been bad, and the pitching's been more than good enough, which is also what's disappointing. He gave up 2 runs in Game 1. You get Quinn Priester actually having a decent pitching performance. And then Peralta, he ends up giving up 4 runs, but he ended up going 5 2/3 against this Dodgers lineup, and what you're expecting out of the pitchers at this point, that's all you can hope for. The bats have to do something, and they are just quiet as a church mouse. It's depressing.
Yeah.
I think you've thoroughly depressed us, Ryan. Can we kick Matt and Molly out of the studio?
I don't know. Can Molly get out of her sidecar?
Oh, you got a dirty look.
Sure did.
Matt's out too. They're going to go into the hallway together.
Yes, they're going to the hallway and probably calling each other right now is what they're doing.
Probably. All right, what's our category?
So it's an easy one because I believe Matt Hamilton, or Molly Brown was actually the one who brought it up, but Matt Hamilton did the research in the previous segment for us, Jim. How many Brewers pitchers have appeared in this series so far? He said it was 9 or 10. What do you think the over-under is for how many of those that they can name?
All right, I'm going to go 7.5.
Yeah, I think that, it is Brewers pitchers. It's guys who they should know. They've heard them all season long right here on 100.5 ESPN. Madison's home of the Brewers. That being said, I don't know.
And he literally just looked at it.
Yeah, he did just look at it, but I don't know if either of them would tell you what Tobias Myers does for a living. I think they would think.
But you said his name too.
I did.
Yeah,
I did.
They might think that Tobias Myers is a name of Dementor, but
yeah, they might think it's a supervillain.
Let's go with 7.5 though. I think that's a fair number.
All right. I think that's a good over/under. Why don't we go caller 6, caller 7.
All right, 844-770-3770. Wait, that's not the number. What's the number?
What do you mean?
88.
What's the phone number?
Did I not? Oh, no. 844-770-30. I do so many different shows. I want to make sure I was giving out the right number. All right, 844-770-3776. That's the Carbon Stock text line. This is more. 844-770-3776. What callers are we doing?
Caller 6 and caller 7.
Caller number 6 and caller number 7. 844-770-3776. Caller number 6, caller number 7. You're at least going to get a $25 gift card to North and South Seafood Smokehouse. It might even be a $50 gift card to North and South Seafood Smokehouse. This is Jim, Matt, and Molly, presented by Coors Light.
You're listening to Jim, Matt, and Molly, presented by Coors Light on 100.5 ESPN, the ESPN Wisconsin App, and ESPN Madison on YouTube. Rah. Pella Windows and Doors of Wisconsin present your Badger Minute. Here's Pablo Iglesias.
This Badger Minute brought to you by Starion Bank, with 3 Madison area locations in Middleton, Sun Prairie, and Monona. Starion Bank is here investing in your community. Start your experience at starionbank.com. Member FDIC. Wisconsin football still unable to get it right. This after Bucky was shut out for the first time at home in 45 years. Can the program figure things out before the hole becomes even deeper? Riley Auk's thoughts on the current program during Wisconsin College Game Day's postgame show.
This is not acceptable. It doesn't matter who's coaching the team right now, man. I just want someone who cares about Wisconsin. So I don't care who our coach is anymore. I've wanted Luke Fickell to succeed. That clearly at this point is not going to happen anymore.
Get a whole house of new Pella windows for as low as $297 a month with 0% interest for up to 60 months.
Wow. Don't sit on the sidelines, folks. Visit PellaWI.com today.
Coors Light presents To Chill or Not to Chill. When your friend skips your favorite song on the playlist. End the friendship. Or Choose chill because that song lives rent-free in your head anyway. And you planned ahead by bringing Coors Light to the party. And the sound of that ice-cold can cracking open was music to your ears already. Coors Light. Choose chill. Celebrate responsibly. 2024 Coors Brewing Company, Golden, Colorado.
Actual price will depend on product and subscription plan. Featured products are compounded drug products, which the FDA does not approve or verify for safety, effectiveness, or quality. Prescription products require an online consultation with a healthcare provider who will determine if appropriate. See website for details, restrictions, and important safety information.
Want a boost in and out of the bedroom? Hims has you covered. Introducing a new 2-in-1 approach to level up your game. Tadalafil for better bedroom performance and zinc for testosterone support. Put it all together and you've got what you need to turn things all the way up. Getting started is simple. Just go to hims.com/joy to start your free online visit. Through Hims, you can access ED treatments including pills, chews, and more. 100% online. No office visits, no pharmacy lines. Just fill out a simple intake form and a licensed medical provider will determine if treatment's right for you. If prescribed, it ships free and discreetly to your door. Find affordable treatment options at up to 95% less than brand names at hims.com/joy. That's hims.com/joy, hims.com/joy.
Let's get the latest from Lambeau.
There's no second chances. There's no do-overs. We're definitely primed to take that next step. That's the focus and the goal.
This is your Green and Gold Fix on 100.5 ESPN.
It takes a lot of hard work, dedication, sacrifice, pain to get to where you want to go.
This Green and Gold Fix is driven by Metro Ford.
After a breakout game of sorts for Packers rookie wide receiver Matthew Golden on Sunday, 3 catches for 86 yards, 2 carries for 16 yards. Homer from the Homer Hour on ESPN Milwaukee says he has a new expectation for number 0.
Everybody is now appropriately expecting a wow every game. I don't know what yards, I don't know catches. I expect a wow from Matthew Golden every game.
While Golden eclipsed over 100 all-purpose yards for the first time in his career on Sunday, he's still seeking that elusive first touchdown. I'm Alex Strofe.
Purchase, finance, or service a new or pre-owned Ford at Metro Ford of Madison on the east side today.
Condon Jewelers, the jeweler on the east side, the jeweler on your side. When you see Diamond Jim, you can count on him to be on your side. Selection beyond compare with on-site repair, so you can wear your jewelry with pride. Condon Jewelers, the jeweler on the east side, the jeweler on your side.
This is Martin Sessaker from Norway. You're listening to Jim, Matt, and Holly on 100.5 SPN Madison.
Yeah, it's over, I'm circling these boxes, got me praying, man, this hunger. I'm feeling something rotten, feeling kinda tilted, and I'm pouring out the truth. Just fading out these talkers, 'cause now all I want is you. I'm saying, come over.
Jim, Matt, and Molly continues. Matt Hamilton and Primetime Warshine back at the Everlight Solar Studio. Me and Molly Brown are in Milwaukee for the Thanalysis event. Hi, Matt Hamilton. You can see him on the ESPN Madison YouTube stream on the ESPN Wisconsin app. Ryan, we're all friends here. Be honest, how distracted and how sad boy is Matt Hamilton being all like Matt all by himself is like your parent. Like I say, like Matt's on like a nanny cam, and it's like your parents are like just you're like watching your child by themselves for the first time, and I'm waiting for him to like jump out of the crib. He's like biting the crib. Matt, you definitely were someone that like gnawed on the crib, right?
Maybe. I have no recollection. Probably because of the lead paint that my crib was painted in.
Yeah. And like the kid that would like jump out.
No, I don't want to be alone with my own thoughts here. Like I would prefer people. And yeah, I've just been hanging out here, pretending to use the bathroom, just walk out in the hallway for a little bit.
What is that? What do you mime going to the bathroom in the hallway?
Yeah.
That's going to get you in trouble.
Well, no, yeah, no, not like that. But like, I'll leave the room out the hallway side, and I'll like stand out there and be like, "What am I doing out here?" And then I'll come back in. And I don't know. As far as Ryan's concerned, I've gone to the bathroom like 3 times during this show.
He actually did text us. Is Matt okay? But
yeah, no, I mean,
Matt,
fine, I'm loving it. Yeah.
No, I meant more about why you're going to the bathroom so much. Like,
oh, yeah, I don't know about that. I'm well hydrated.
What is it?
Could drink some cranberry juice.
Pomegranate juice.
Pomegranate juice, even better.
Matt in the greenhouse said carpooling, sharing salads, cuddling together on a mic. Matt is going to get jealous soon. Matt, are you?
Soon. I've been jealous since the first time Jim tossed your salad.
Savage.
Gonna dump that. All right.
What?
I didn't actually, but I should have. I should
I
have.
was like, how come he gets dumped and Jim doesn't?
Yeah. It's just the way I say
Whoa.
it, I guess.
Yeah. Hey, Matt, don't worry. I will find a time and I will toss your salad too. Okay?
Thank you. Gosh, it's like
Yeah.
Molly's the only one with
jealous.
salad.
No, I'm not. Not at all.
I brought Ryan a salad. He said, please do not toss.
Yeah. It's like untossed tuna salad, please.
It was the day I brought back salad from North and South. It was Ryan's untossed salad, and then Molly said, my family's here, so you don't need to toss my salad.
That's
And
how
so,
it went.
Freaking good.
Next time, Matt.
What? What was that from?
Molly, easy.
It wasn't that good. Just kidding. It was delicious. It was North and South. Of course it was good. Oh, hello. There I am in bold.
All right. Anyways,
You
Matt,
said a good line,
someday.
Jim. You said a good line.
He said he did. He did.
Would you like
actually.
to tell us about North and South first?
I did set a good line.
Yeah, tell us
All
how
right,
good
let's
those
get
salads
to
are.
yeah. So North and South Seafood and Smokehouse, they have fantastic salads there. Whether you want to toss it yourself or toss one of your friends' salads, they are fantastic at North and South Seafood and Smokehouse. You can get the brisket sandwich. You can get the meat candy is delicious. Molly, you're a big
that's
fan.
the
Yeah,
one.
you
That's
love meat
Matt's
candy.
favorite.
Yeah, it is.
We all love meat candy.
We all
Yeah.
do.
Yes. We all love meat candy. We all love their salads. Everything's fantastic at North South Seafood and Smokehouse, whether it's in Madison, DeForest, or Verona. All right, let's, what are we doing here? Minute to win it.
Yeah.
Will they beat the odds
I say everything with pure
Sweating.
confidence, whether I think I'm totally right or not.
or crumble under pressure?
I
Here, Molly, I'll move over. You
legitimately
need to move
know
it more into
one
camera
of these.
because you're like the star of this
I
segment.
legitimately have
I said I
one.
moved over.
This
All right,
is
there
the
you go.
Minute to Win
There you
It,
are.
presented by North
you
and South
choose, so you
Seafood
guys
and
should be centered. I
Smokehouse,
can move
with
over.
3 locations in Madison, DeForest, and Verona.
Isn't this awkward for you guys in the carpool too? Like, do you guys have to arrange yourselves? When
Molly
you guys are
did
just-
have to turn on my wipers.
I did. He doesn't know how to turn on the windshield wipers. Also, he couldn't fit in the front seat when he first got in.
It was too big.
Okay.
I had to slide the seat back. But no, like, you know, like a new car, the windshield wiper stuff?
He didn't know how to work it. It's like I literally had
Yeah.
to reach over to figure out the wipers because all of a sudden we're driving through
don't do the
downtown.
hands.
We're driving through downtown Milwaukee, and I can't see out the windshield. So how the hell is he going to see out the windshield? So I had to
This
turn
is
him on
what.
for him.
This is when you guys were downtown Milwaukee, not even on the highway.
Yes.
Oh my goodness.
Well, like on the highway, like going into downtown. Yeah.
Okay. That, I guess that makes it better. Anyways, what'll make it better after some depressing stats is to talk more about the Brewers
That's
pitching, which has
windshield
actually been
wipers.
pretty good. Has actually been pretty good for the Brewers in games 1 and 2 of the NLCS. Matt actually went through and did the research himself of how many pitchers have pitched for the Brewers so far in games 1 or 2. It's been 10. So now, guys, can you name 10 Brewers pitchers who have all appeared in the NLCS so far in 1 minute? Your timer starts now.
Priester.
Quinn Priester is correct.
McGill.
Trevor McGill did appear.
Freddie.
Freddie started game 2.
Chad Patrick.
Chad Patrick did appear in both games, I believe.
Oh man.
Trying to leave the
Aaron
cookies.
Ashby.
Okay.
Aaron Ashby did appear in both games as well.
Uribe.
Abner Uribe has been in both games.
That one guy.
That one guy.
Mounds or Munns, whatever his name is.
That dang one guy.
What's his name,
Just pass.
Matt?
Just pass.
Pass.
Okay, that's a wrong answer.
Is Mears on that list?
Nick Mears
That's what I was thinking.
is no longer
Oh.
on the postseason roster. He was replaced with a different
Mears
pitcher.
and Mounds? Goodness gracious.
Close
Yeah.
enough.
Now we
How many
need
do we
Jamali
have?
because we have 2 losses, 2 strikes.
Yep.
Do you know one, Matt?
I'm kind of blanking too.
You such. There was a guy that came out last night. What was his name? He was a really young guy. At least I thought he looked really young.
Didn't stick out.
Came
we
out
should
at
have
the
said
end.
Miz.
What was his name?
Miz, dude.
No, Miz hasn't pitched in the NLCS.
No.
Only in the
in
DS.
these last 2. Yeah, he played in the last series. Okay. Then that was all we got.
What was that guy's name? Who am I thinking of, Ryan? I know you know who it is.
Just that guy, that one guy who came
Really
out
young.
Every Brewers pitcher looks like he's 24. Like what?
All right.
I know
Which
who you're
they
talking
are.
about though. Robert Gosser.
Gosser?
Yes,
Yeah!
Robert Gosser, the young flamethrower
I
for
should
the
have known
Brewers.
that.
I believe he came
Yeah.
out in the 8th inning last night. Yeah, once again,
Yeah.
that was when it was a blur and I didn't care about the game anymore.
Told you it was late in the game.
It definitely was. So you guys got
How many
5.
did we get?
You got 5 out of the 10. Jim, what was
4
your
and a half?
Oh, gosh, I feel bad about not getting Koenig.
Jared Koenig was
7.5.
Yeah, you guys didn't really come
7.5.
close.
A lot of Gosser and Koenig. How weird is that? Wisconsin basketball. Should have put it together.
That is neat.
Well, and we went with a high number because Matt literally looked at it less than an hour.
Yeah, but I didn't.
But I wasn't like looking at the
An
names.
hour.
I was kind of, but I was trying to.
He has the
do
brain
that.
of a goldfish sometimes.
Sometimes.
Don't you?
Most
So
of the
do
time.
I.
Most of the time, Molly.
Did you guys say
I gave
Trevor?
you guys too much credit. That's
Did you
on
guys
me.
say Trevor McGill?
I did. That was
Yeah.
I was trying to go a little more obscure so Molly could get the cookies.
So you guys actually got 6 in that
McGill
case.
obscure?
Yeah, not obscure.
Well, I mean,
closer.
I mean, not the starters. I knew Molly was gonna get Freddie, and I knew she was gonna get who started last
Are
night?
you
Why am I
here for this
blanking?
Matt
Actually
Hamilton slander?
start?
Or is
I
it-
know.
Molly's a dumb blonde, so I wanted to help her out.
No, like I wanted
Meanwhile,
to make sure she got like.
I've
Peralta
probably
and stuff.
watched more playoff baseball than Matt. But I
You haven't
appreciate
listened
it.
to more.
I do
You
appreciate
haven't
it.
listened to more, Molly.
That's true.
I drive 2 hours every day.
Nothing
1
has
hour.
done more than Matt Hamilton.
No, I know. I'm just saying. I've been
That's just the
I've been
same.
locked in this postseason on the radio.
Yeah.
100.5
Locked
sounds
in.
of
You were at
summer.
volleyball the other day, my
It was
guy.
done at 7.
I gotta say though, Matt,
I got like the entire game.
you can't keep saying it's the Sounds of Summer when we're in October.
Is that not what it is?
It's
It's built for fall. That's what their shirts say. They're built for fall. So now it's a soundtrack of fall.
It's actually Magic Brew, is what it is. Matt's listening to the Magic Brew on the radio.
Sounds of summer.
It's kind of dumb.
So the guys you didn't get then were Tobias Myers, who made his debut in the
Should've gotten
postseason
that.
last night, and then Grant Anderson, I believe, was the final pitcher to appear. He is very forgettable and very replaceable in this bullpen. He only appeared because they were just spent on arms and they didn't want to waste anyone in this game after just blowing it again. So yeah,
fair.
Now I'm depressed again.
What was the line at?
All right.
Is that
We're
7.5?
way over the clock. This is Jim, Matt, and Molly, presented by Coors Light.
Imagine the peace of mind knowing your home or business is safe 24/7. I'm Jeffrey Beckman, president of J&K Security Solutions, and we provide security you can trust. Serving Madison and southern Wisconsin, J&K Security Solutions offers state-of-the-art home and business security systems tailored to your needs. From video surveillance to home and business automation, to find out how J&K Security can help secure what matters most in your life, visit
I screwed up
jksecurity.com.
the Mears and Myers. I saw that.
Hey, this is Jonathan Blackwell of Wisconsin Badgers Basketball. You're listening to 100.5 ESPN WTLX Monona Madison, a Good Karma Brands radio station.
Broadcasting live from the Everlight Solar Studio, this is your Metro Kia of Madison Sports Center.
Good afternoon, Madison. I'm Ryan Wollersheim, and this is your Sports Center Update brought to you by Ridgetop Exteriors, Wisconsin's premier roofing, siding, and window contractor since 2002. Visit them at ridgetopexteriors.com. Well, ladies and gentlemen, in case you didn't already hear, the Brewers dropped Game 2 of the NLCS against the Dodgers 5-1 at AmFam Field last night. And if you were listening to Jim, Matt, and Molly, you already heard some of these stats to depress you as a Brewers fan, but why don't I go ahead and read off a few more. Dodgers starting pitchers Blake Snell and Yoshinobu Yamamoto pitched a combined 17 of 18 possible innings in the first 2 games, and they are the first starting pitching duo who have each gone 8 innings with giving up 1 or less run. And it's the first time that anyone has done that since the Dodgers did it in 1983. Then also for some context about what the Brewers are now facing as they head out to Los Angeles for the games 3 and 4 this coming week. We talked about it yesterday, but there have been 27 times that home teams have lost the first 2 games in a best-of-7 series with a 2-3-2 format. Only 3 have gone on to win that series. Last time was in 1996. Well, make sure to tune in right here on 100.5 ESPN for first pitch tomorrow, 5:08 p.m.
Metro Kia of Madison, Madison's trusted Kia dealer. Stop into Metro Kia on the east side of Madison or metrokiaofmadison.com.
Everybody's ego takes a shot on this show.
You gotta keep your chill with Jim, Matt, and Molly.
I am savage.
So you're not special.
Jim, if we want to play this game, we can play this game.
And I'm just like, oh my God, this guy's gonna swing on Jim. He's a complicated fellow. Oh.
People like me.
I don't think so. This is Jim, Matt, and Molly on 100.5 ESPN, the ESPN Wisconsin App, and ESPN Madison on YouTube.
We're learning a lot about each other.
Fly ball, left field, tap at the wall. It's gone! Andrew Vaughn!
He could have just let the crowd go and then added the extra bit because he was almost drowned out.
No. You can give yours.
No.
Did you ever call baseball?
Yeah, Mallards.
Madison Mallards?
Yeah, I hated it.
Home run for the Mallards. Who cares?
No.
I'm Jim Rutledge.
No.
Broadcasting live from the Everlight Solar Studio in downtown Madison. Alongside Matt Hamilton and Molly Brown, here's Jim Rutledge.
Number 2 of Jim, Matt, and Molly. We are presented by Coors Light. If the mountains are blue, you know what to do.
And that's Crush.
And that's Crush.
A Coors Light.
A Coors Light. I tried to go slow for you.
Goodness gracious. Matt went fast, Molly went slow. It did not work.
Not compatible.
Not compatible.
Get into the show, 844-770-3776. It's Carbon Stalker text line. This is more. Signing limited poll question. What's more important to you, avoiding the sweep or getting this series back to Milwaukee? Basically asking you, where are you at with this team? Like realistically, are you just at this point being like, all right, I just need this team to not get swept? That team being the Milwaukee Brewers. We're out of home. The Milwaukee Brewers will be carrying the game again tomorrow. But while that game is on, while the pregame stuff is on, Jim, Matt, and Molly will be at Ho Chunk Game in Madison, and you can see us on the ESPN Madison YouTube stream as we'll be out there doing a live show.
Are there TVs at Ho Chunk?
There are TVs at Ho Chunk.
Well, I would hope so. I didn't know for sure. I've only been there a couple times.
Yeah.
Then we can watch the game. It'd
We
be
can.
fun.
Matt can play games.
I'm going to go play some slots.
Yeah. Am I
Matt's
allowed
got
to
a
say what
system.
slot? I've got a machine in particular is my favorite slot machine.
Well, do
Tell
you want
me.
to give that? Do you
I
want to
think
give that away?
we have the same one, but tell
Well,
us.
I'm not totally sure I want to give it away because I don't want anyone to be on it when I show up. But it's the Oompa Loompa slots, the Willy Wonka slot.
Knew it.
It's the best. It's just the best. I want, like, when you get to the bonus, they Oompa Loompa doopity doo. It's so good. I love it. So
Ryan,
stay off my slots if you're going to join us.
Is there a Harry Potter slot there? Is there a Dementor slot?
It's gotta be, right?
Good God.
It's called
Let's hope
Escape from
so, right?
Azkaban.
Escape from Azkaban.
It's the only reason we're going to
That's
Ho
what the
Chunk
Brewers
tomorrow.
are trying to
My
do.
God.
Right, Ryan?
The Brewers haven't even gotten to Azkaban yet. The series isn't even in
I
LA.
thought you had the soul was taken from them, though. That's
They
that's
get their
where
soul
take-
sucked out.
Your soul gets sucked out after you go to Azkaban.
Yeah.
Oh,
Right?
come on. We've all watched the movies. They they take your soul wherever they find you. That's the whole, like, premise.
No.
Yeah.
Jim
Yeah,
read
I
the books.
guess.
Jim read
But
the books. He knows.
I've watched the movies.
I'm
I've seen it.
sophisticated on who's sucking whose soul out.
I was gonna say, how do they explain soul sucking? Like, how do they describe it in the book?
Well, I was like, maybe
It
I'll
gets
read this.
really cold, Molly.
Might be a good nighttime
It gets
story.
cold. You feel a chill.
You
and
see,
then,
Molly, there's these things
Yeah.
called the birds and the bees, and those are what are chirping in the
Okay.
background when you're having your soul sucked out by the Dementors in the woods.
So you really
Does that really
did have a
happen?
better.
Here's the
Good
thing,
to
though.
know.
To put a full, they suck it out of your face. So,
Oh.
yeah.
Kind of like my hydrofacial is a carbon with health.
Yeah, exactly
there
like
you go.
that.
Suck everything out of my face.
Exactly
more.
like that.
Well, that's how you get glowy skin. They literally they say it feels like, now I'm curious what it feels like for you guys, but they say it feels like which they're not wrong. They tell you that it feels like a cat licking your face. That's what
Weird.
the machine, the hydrofacial machine, literally, so they just do like little scrapes across your whole face, all over it constantly, and then they go over it like 5 times.
Just like
by
gently
putting it like,
sandpaper it.
well, so they take things out. So they take out all like this all the nasty gunk out of your face. It goes into this machine. I've showed you guys a picture before.
Yeah,
It kind
it was
of
really
it's just like
gross.
brown water.
Yeah.
It's gross. It's whatever is in your face, and they
Who do you
put
think's got
stuff
dirty
back in
face,
your
Matt?
face.
Me or you?
Me.
I think me. I'm older.
Maybe.
Maybe we should all go get hydrofacials together. Let's all go get our souls sucked out together. Do I have a special face wash?
No, Jim. I know you do, Molly.
Oh.
We know you
actually,
do.
I was going to say Carbon has like PCA skin, which is like the top of the line.
No, I have a
skincare.
face
It's
lotion,
great.
not a face wash.
Yeah, I don't have a face
What's that
wash
stuff
either.
that everyone's always...
There's cleanser.
No,
there's
but like
moisturizer.
But it's like a popular thing that you put on your forehead now. That's like in lotions.
Retinol?
Salicylic acid.
Oh, to prevent wrinkles.
Yes.
Okay, so I have a retinol from Carbon. So like I said, they have like top of the line skincare, and like I haven't used it enough because it makes you peel. It makes you peel off all your old dead skin, and that's what gets rid of your wrinkles.
So maybe we should do a show facial at Carbon World Health. I'll get hydrofacials.
Sounds like a party.
I would love it. I would love to watch you guys. And then they put a cute little headband on your head to keep all your flyaways out of your face.
Are we getting?
That's
going
important.
to get hydrofacials?
Yeah, why not?
Guys, I gotta book my book my next one. So maybe we should all just book it together. I'd be down.
I'm in.
Book it. All right, we got Throwing Stones next. It's Jim, Matt, and Molly, presented by Coors Light.
This is Martin Sessaker from Norway. You're listening to Jim, Matt, and Holly on 100.5 ESPN Madison.
James Imaging Systems, the best document imaging technology, the best local service, and perhaps best of all, the very best people. People you can count on, people you can trust. That's all important to Amanda Burrian, office manager with Covenant Lutheran Church.
Absolutely. I think that having their reliability, I think just having them as a teammate and a partner.
James Imaging Systems, partnering with local businesses and organizations to help them be more productive and more efficient.
You don't have to worry about the printing, the ink. You don't have to worry about the copier. They take care of all of it.
Saving the church money?
It's definitely a savings.
One last question, Amanda. Would you recommend James to others?
I would definitely recommend James Imaging.
James Imaging Systems, AI-driven workflow automation, security enhancements, digital transformation. Call 608-221-3457. James Imaging Systems, your local business technology partner.
Hey, it's Molly Brown from Jim, Matt, and Molly. I've been drinking ZOA Energy for a while now, and I absolutely love it. ZOA is my go-to beverage when I need a boost without the crash that comes with other energy drinks. It's packed with natural ingredients like vitamin B and C, electrolytes, and has zero sugar. It fuels my workouts and busy days. I recently had twins, and I have a toddler, so I need all of the energy I can get. Head over to ZOAEnergy.com to find the location nearest to you to pick up some ZOA for yourself. ZOA Energy for balance and drive.
ESPN Madison and Zimbrick Honda are celebrating the area's best local sports stories with the Game Changers of the Month. Follow ESPN Madison on social media to see the teams recognized for making a positive impact in the community. It's the Game Changers of the Month, presented by Zimbrick Honda.
At Hard Rock Casino Rockford, the unforgettable experience goes far beyond the casino floor with the luxury of their dining and entertainment. Savor prime cuts and fresh seafood at Council Oaks Steak and Seafood, or explore 7 unique dining venues that deliver flavors from around the world. Then let the night ignite at Hard Rock Live, where the world's greatest acts take the stage. Hard Rock Casino Rockford, let's hard rock. If you or someone you know has a gambling problem, call 1-800-GAMBLER or text ILGAMB to 833-234.
We love the Packers. We bleed green and gold. And every time our team takes the field, well, it's pure football bliss. If only there was a way to experience that blissful winning feeling every day. At Associated Bank, we've got you with 10% off Lambeau concessions and 15% off Pro Shop merch. All when you get Packers checking from Associated Bank. It's how Packers fans keep winning on game day and every day. Associated Bank, Bank of the Packers. Learn more at associatedbank.com/Packers. Member FDIC.
When it comes to your career, most companies want you to be interested in them. At Northwestern Mutual, their mutual interest is you. That's why they listen to your career goals, plan the steps to get there, and work side by side all along the way. To learn more about career opportunities, search for Northwestern Mutual Southern Wisconsin online or call 608-836-3080. That's 608-836-3080. The Northwestern Mutual Life Insurance Company, Milwaukee, Wisconsin.
The puck drops at the Kohl Center this month, Badger fans. Wisconsin men's hockey returns to the ice for the 2025-2026 season, geared with grit and hungry for glory. Coach Mike Hastings and the Badgers are building on last year's success, and the time to secure your spot is now. Single game, mini pack, and group tickets are moving fast. Don't wait. Visit uwbadgers.com or call 1-800-GO-BADGERS to lock in your seats today.
We ask and you answer. Tune in to Jim, Matt, and Molly every weekday 4 to 6 and follow at Jim, Matt, Molly on X to vote in daily poll questions presented by Siding Unlimited. Trust Siding Unlimited with your next window and door project.
This is Martin Sessaker from Norway. You're listening to Jim, Matt, and Holly on 100.5 SPN Madison.
I'm going down, baby. Your street in the rain. Come on. Ready to let it go. Shimmy, go up. Listen to it clap. Light it up and take a puff. That's the team now. I'm going down, baby. Your street in the rain. Ready to let it go. Shimmy, go up. Listen to it clap. Light it up and take a puff. You can find me.
Jim, Matt, and Molly continues. Molly and I are in Milwaukee. Matt Hamilton back at the Everlight Solar Studio alongside Primetime Wallershine. You can get into the show 844-770-3776. Stream us on the ESPN Wisconsin app and the ESPN Madison YouTube stream. We got Mark Tauscher coming up next segment. So right now we're going to throw those stones.
1, 2, 3,
Some takes are cooler than others.
You know this kid is as cool as the other side of the pillow.
Some opinions are just cooler than the rest.
That was cooler than being cool. Ice cold.
And if you keep it chill, then it's a cold take.
Chill out.
I'm chill. I'm chill as a cucumber, man.
I'm always the coldest.
This is Throwing Stones, presented by Metro Kia of Madison, Madison's chillest Kia dealership.
So, Matt Hamilton, you're tattooed. Molly.
I'm not tattooed. Thank
Okay.
you for asking.
I wasn't asking, but I thought maybe filling on that. But I also,
Did
kind
you
of
think
gets
that
into the
was in poor
topic here.
taste? Yeah.
Well, I was going to get to the topic here. I am tattooed as well. 2 that you guys know of.
Never
Anyways.
mind, I don't think I can say that.
Anyways, the question is, when is it okay or when is it in poor taste to kind of ask about a tattoo? So I would say, like right now, Molly, if I asked you if you had a tattoo, it would be in poor taste because you were covered and...
You've never seen one on exposed skin that I've shown.
Right. And so I wouldn't ask that question. Matt, you often have exposed skin to us and it's tattooed.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
so then, like, where on your body would you say no to if someone asked to see a tattoo of? Matt Hamilton.
Matt Hamilton and only Matt Hamilton.
I honestly, there's just one place. It's the groin area. If I had that tattooed, that would be the one place I wouldn't show it. But I'm going to be honest. I've got a yeah.
Of course you would.
Definitely. If I had a tattoo on my butt, I'd definitely show that. Now,
what tattoo would you have if you had a tattoo on your butt?
Ooh, good question.
I feel like you've thought about this.
No, but that
like
would
a
be a
Rick and
place
Morty
like if I
character
had if I had a bet with somebody, that's where it would go. Like if I maybe a fantasy football
Maybe like
loser,
your
thing,
wife's
or...
signature or something. Yeah.
Oh no! Actually, my curling teammate Colin has a thing with people. If you get his signature tattooed on you, he will get his signature or your signature tattooed on him, and he actually has like 4 signatures on his foot because the other people agreed to the. Yeah, I know. He says it's very uncomfortable.
Is he just like Andy from Toy Story? He just has a bunch of names on the bottom of his
feet. It's not on the bottom, but yeah, he's got some top of the foot tats of friends' autographs.
That's like painful, right?
Yeah. He says it's really
doesn't sound pleasant.
So I will say I would never get one of those tattoos, or I would unless I, like I said, lost a bet, and the only feasible reason I can think of is like if you're last in fantasy football and that was your group bet. Like that would be the only one where I would consider it. But I have a tattoo on my shoulder.
I feel like it wouldn't hurt that much. I feel like it wouldn't hurt on your butt though.
No, it would probably be pretty painless.
Got a lot of fat.
Yeah, it's when it goes over bone is when it hurts. But I've got a tattoo on my shoulder blade, and my biggest regret about it is like I can't see it. Right? Like the tattoos are for me. I'm not getting tattoos for anyone else. These are my tattoos. So like that's why when I decided to go with like I mean that helped me decide to go with the arm sleeve, and that's why I went there so I could like see it. Like back of my leg is never going to be a spot. Sorry, go ahead, Molly.
When did you realize that you couldn't see the one on your shoulder?
Oh, like
blade?
immediately.
Was it as
I
you
just
were
thought,
getting it.
like I was a kid, and it was just like I didn't. It's more of like the regret after I got my other tattoos. I was like, man, like I kind of wish I could see it, even though it's kind of silly. It would have been. I would have preferred it in a spot that I could enjoy it.
What is it?
It's a curling rock. It says WJCC. I got it after we won the World Junior Curling Championships. But there was like a running bit when people were like, if I was like at a pool or anybody was like, hey, what does WJCC stand for? I was like, would Jesus Christ curl? And the joke is, I mean, I slide on water. He walked on water. So like, yeah, I think that would be a sport.
That's fair. That's fair.
It's a good one.
Molly, if you were going to get a tattoo, what would you get?
I have no desire to get any tattoo. Like, there's
Where would
not
it
even
go?
anything meaningful enough.
No, I see. I didn't want to.
No,
You
like
ask
for
that,
real.
I don't care.
Yeah, no. I mean, I'm assuming not her butt.
See, like I think about it. So, okay, I wouldn't want one on my lower back. I don't think I can say that on the air. It's like I wouldn't want something where you what?
But you could say that on the air.
I don't think you can. Lady in the Tramp Stamp?
Well, you can't say that.
Oh, sorry.
Yeah,
Ryan.
lower
I thought
back
you were saying
tattoo
you could
is
say-
fine.
No.
Yeah, you can say lower back
No.
tattoo.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry, Ryan. I apologize.
Actually, I don't know if you were.
I don't know if
you were or weren't allowed
I did
to
not
say it.
think.
I don't know. If we get in trouble, it's Jim's fault.
Yeah,
No,
Jim called
I
it out,
honestly
so I
did
dumped
not
it.
know
but
that's where
we'll
she was
see.
going with it.
No. So I wouldn't get it there. I don't like that. I've seen people get it like on their fingers or on their wrist, but then I'm like, I don't want that because then it's like out there for people to see, which like I don't think tattoos have a negative connotation anymore like they used to.
Right.
But just like for me, I wouldn't want it there because sometimes I feel like it can just look like, especially when it's on like your fingers. Like if you see like Miley Cyrus, her fingers just look dirty now because she has so many tattoos on her fingers. So I'm like, I don't want anything there. Like I really can't think of a place. Maybe behind my ear, so I'm like it's usually covered and then you can see it when I put my hair up. But like, I have no desire for tattoos. I like tattoos. My husband has tattoos, but I just am not a tattoo person, and I don't fit the tattoo vibe. I don't know.
I will say,
And there's nothing meaningful enough for me to do.
they're awfully expensive for how long you sit there and how much it hurts. Like
Yes,
you're
that's a good
paying
point.
someone. Like my whole arm sleeve, I probably was in a chair for 15 hours, 16 hours.
Ugh. I don't even have time to get my nails done. How am I supposed to get a tattoo? Seriously.
Granted, this wasn't all in one go, but Jim, you had a big cover up on your forearm.
Yeah. Oh, that took
your
forever.
shoulder.
Yeah, that took forever.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I sat for
Yeah.
like 5 hours to do the initial like quarter sleeve that I got when I was.
And I'll tell you right now, the under part hurt ungodly.
Yes.
Like underneath, like where it goes around your bicep there,
Yeah.
under the kind of armpit area.
The part you would show if you're gonna
it's like
flex.
baby skin.
To me, it felt like they were like tattooing my armpit when I got the Olympic rings in that spot on my arm. I'll show them on the air.
Yeah, oh God, yeah.
So
yeah.
like, you can
Yep,
see
I know
up
that's
near the
exactly
top
where
of the
mine went
sleeve,
around,
like
yep.
here. Oh, I felt like you were like tattooing
felt
my
like some-
armpit exactly, and it was terrible.
It was like a mix of like lighting my skin on fire / pinching it very hard.
Yeah.
And like that's the only. But like when I got my forearm done, it barely hurt at all. It was like it'd be like someone was like scraping, like you scraped like a rock on my arm. It wasn't very bad at all.
I have no desire.
When I tattooed my forearm and down by my wrist, I have a watch that goes around my wrist under my watch. I was so cautious about if you like were to flex your hand a little bit, those tendons kind of pop.
Oh yeah.
I was like, it's gonna tear a tendon. So I was so like, do not squeeze, do not make a fist. Like, just keep your hand open. Like, I was so focused because I thought, even though the needle doesn't go that deep, I should have known better. But I was still like terrified that I was gonna like snap a tendon in my hand getting that tattooed.
That gives me the heebie-jeebies so bad.
Ryan,
fair.
Do you have any tats?
Would you like to show us any of your tattoos, Ryan?
I don't have any tattoos, but I do know somebody who has a tattoo on their butt, right on the buttocks.
Nice.
Actually.
How do you
know what
them?
it
Are they
is?
just a friend?
Of what?
His name is
Is it
Mikey.
a Dementor?
And what was it?
He's my best buddy from college. I still talk to him, and we still actually host our movie podcast together, the Real Issues Podcast. You can find it on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, wherever you get your podcasts. But he, in college, was also a Bucky Badger. He was one of the mascots on campus. And I don't know if you guys know this, but everybody who's a Bucky Badger gets the Bucky logo tattooed on their butt.
Oh, that's kind of a cool tradition. Are you supposed to out
him like that? I think that's supposed to be like a secret society.
It's fine. After you're done, like, once you've been retired and everything, you can be outed. It's like the mafia. It's fine.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Also, just to do show policy, got to get Jim, Matt, and Molly tattooed on your buttocks if you're going to host the show. So.
If you're going to host or produce?
You guys can.
You guys are going to find a new producer. I'm sorry, guys.
Good content.
I'll probably find a
Matt,
spot. I can find a spot for it. Yeah, I can throw a JMM somewhere.
Big dumper.
Yeah. Wait. Are you doing the JMM logo or the Faces logo, like what's on my quarter zip that I'm wearing on the ESPN Madison YouTube stream?
That would be a heck of a tattoo. Get Molly's face tattooed. How am I going to explain that to my wife?
Because Jim's right there too. That's why.
Yeah. Fair. I've got a little tattoo homage to my wife. She walked down the aisle to Here Comes the Sun, so I have the sheet music to Here Comes the Sun as like a background on some of my tattoo. If I had Molly and Jim's face, but I wouldn't tattoo like anything more for Jim. Are you kidding me, Ryan? That'd be bad news bears for me.
Yeah, but to make her feel better, as you say, yes, honey, but they're gonna look old one day when it becomes wrinkly. Like we will get wrinkles.
Yeah,
the song will not.
Yeah, the song's always gonna be fresh.
Just tattoo us somewhere that'll get wrinkly. Perfect. All right, Mark Tauscher coming up next.
You're listening to Jim, Matt, and Molly.
What is going on with the hair right now? Oh, my God.
What's wrong with it?
Flock of Seagulls type haircut here, Ryan.
He looks fully like Johnny Bravo, if you guys know that cartoon.
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh,
do you think you're as jacked as him?
No.
Oh.
No, Johnny Bravo is all upper body. He skipped leg day, though, and I don't do that.
Presented by Coors Light on 100.5 ESPN, the ESPN Wisconsin app, and ESPN Madison on YouTube.
Game day in Wisconsin calls for a big play. The Big Dinner Box from Pizza Hut. 2 medium, 1-topping pizzas, 8 boneless wings, and 5 breadsticks, all for just $19.99. That's enough for you to feed your whole lineup and the fans before kickoff. Hand-tossed, pan, thin and crispy, even tavern style. Pizza Hut has something for every seat in the stadium. Order now for delivery or carryout at pizzahut.com or on the app. Fuel your game day with the Big Dinner Box. Pizza Hut. Feed good times.
At J&K Security Solutions, protecting your home or business is more than just a priority. It's what we do. I'm President Jeffrey Beckman. Since 1987, J&K Security Solutions has been committed to providing Madison and Southern Wisconsin with dependable security solutions. Whether it's security, fire, or the latest automation solutions, go to jksecurity.com to see how J&K can help keep your home or business secure. Get protected now at jksecurity.com.
I wasn't sure if college was right for me. I worried that it would be too stressful or rigid, but I'm so glad I didn't let that stop me. At Madison College, the atmosphere is relaxed, and the instructors are friendly and collaborative. It's such a cohesive environment. My advice to others, take a deep breath and go for it. There's more to your story at Madison College.
Visit madisoncollege.edu to get started.
If you're looking for a special piece of jewelry for any occasion, Condon Jewelers is always there for you. Condon Jewelers has the best selection of jewelry you'll ever find and guaranteed to have the lowest prices in the Madison area. Free shipping is always available. Visit CondonJeweler.com or call 241-3406 and ask for Jim, the owner, who's at the store every day. Shop locally. Condon Jewelers, the jeweler on the east side, the jeweler on your side.
All day, every day, the Carbless Talk and Text line is open for you. 844-770-3776. The Carbless Talk and Text line. This is more.
Listen to Madison Money Guy every Saturday morning at 7 a.m. on 100.5 ESPN and ESPNWisconsin.com.
I like to refer to inflation as the silent killer. It's an invisible risk. It's just the idea that things get more expensive over time. You're going to need milk and eggs when you're in your early 60s and when you're in your early 80s. You're going to get a loaf of bread, and it's going to be more expensive 20 years from now.
Christian Finfrock is the Madison Money Guy. Call him today at 208-1800.
Hi, I'm attorney David Gruber. After an accident, you need a trusted winning team on your side. For more than 30 years, Gruber Law Offices has helped Wisconsin families get the results they deserve. If you've been injured Call our firm today for a free consultation. We're available 24/7. Wisconsin's own Gruber Law Offices, proud partner of your Milwaukee Brewers. One call, that's all.
Ben Brust here to tell you about the Princeton Club. If you're looking for a place where you can better yourself while having a wonderful atmosphere, you have it at the Princeton Club. Strong communities, strong body, and strong mind. All it takes is one small step to start today. You will see that you have everything you need in order to achieve all of your goals. Find your better tomorrow at the Princeton Club. 8 Madison locations where you go in there, you take a tour, and you realize this is a place for me. Find more at PrincetonClub.net.
Game day starts on Regent Street. Fuel up before every Wisconsin football home game at the Monster Energy tent. Grab free samples, snag some Monster gear, and get your energy up before kickoff. The best football pregame start with Monster Energy.
Green Bay Hall of Famer Mark Tauscher on Jim, Matt, and Molly is brought to you by Chalmers Jewelers. Chalmers Jewelers, with locations in Middleton and downtown Madison.
I don't know if I'd agree with that, Jim Rutledge.
Green Bay Packers Hall of Famer
Matt Hamilton. Help me out. Who is that?
Wisconsin football analyst.
You know what? It feels like Molly's the only one that's being sincere about that. So, Molly, I really appreciate that. Thank you.
Mark Tauscher on Jim, Matt, and Molly is brought to you by Chalmers Jewelers. Chalmers Jewelers, with locations in Middleton and downtown Madison.
Jim, Matt, and Molly continues. Jim Rutledge, Molly Brown. We are in Milwaukee for the Thanalysis event. Primetime Wollersheim and Matt Hamilton back at the Everlight Solar studio. We are thrilled to be joined by Packer Hall of Famer and Badger legend Mark Tauscher. And Mark, let's get the Badgers out of the way. And what are they trying, like, what is this week like? Because obviously you built your whole season up with the 42 extra push-ups and all this extra work to beat Iowa. The season wasn't going your way anyways. The Iowa game went, I don't know if it could have gone any worse. So how does Luke Fickell, or how does a program, how do these players rally back to get up for another game where they're going to be on national TV against arguably the best football team in the country?
Yeah, it's a huge challenge. There's no doubt about it. And I think and I heard Barry Alvarez on his show discussing this too. And after the game, when we were kind of doing the post-game show, it does come down to pride, because that was as humbling of a performance. And with you factor in how last year's Iowa game went and the motivation, it felt like kind of everything, the bucket was getting emptied into that Iowa game. And when you have a result like that, it's incredibly humbling. So, in athletics, you're going to have some knockdowns, and then there's going to be some where you feel like, boy, I don't know if I can get up. And at this point, this group has to find its way up, because I can promise you this, and I heard Ryan Day talk at his presser, Ohio State isn't going to feel sorry for you. Nobody here is feeling sorry for you. This is going to come down to, they're going to come in here with the thought of trying to embarrass you even more so than what we saw last week. And you better prepare and bring everything you got. And pride is a heck of a deal. And I think from an athletic standpoint, you always are looking for that big challenge. Well, I don't know if there's going to be a bigger challenge than what Wisconsin is dealing with off of last week's deal, and with the best team in the country coming into town.
Do you think they're going to be...
Is there anything that Luke...
Sorry, go ahead, Molly.
Is there anything that Luke Fickell can say to this team in order to get them jazzed up for this game and not feel completely defeated following last week? Like, what can a coach even say in this instance?
I mean, I think it's obviously going to be tricky, and I think it's going to be more on, hey, we need to figure things out, and it has to just come from within, because the coaching staff, I'm sure after last week's game, you sit and you try to figure out, what does the team need at this point? What are you going to continue to challenge and berate and be really hard on it when your confidence is probably at its all-time low? I don't think you're looking at it from that perspective. It's try to build on some things, try and find some things, and just have the guys compete as hard as they can. There's a reason that Ohio State is a heavy favorite. They are, at this point, a much better football team. So you got nothing to lose. And I think that can be sometimes a freeing thing as well. But the bottom line is you better make sure that you got your P's and Q's lined up and that you're going to play your keister off, because Ohio State's going to come in. They're going to do that. And if you don't, things could be worse than what we saw last weekend.
That does not sound good. And honestly, like, as a fan, how do you have any hope left in this season? Like, we took a look at the remaining games, and I'm having a tough time trying to pick one that I think we can get a win in. Obviously, this week, the hardest of all of them. Is there any hope for the Badgers to get another dub this season, or do you think that they kind of ride this out and they got to get looking into next year potentially?
Yeah, I don't think you even look at it from that perspective. I think at this point you're looking at it as day-to-day, and you're looking at it as we need to prepare and get ready for a huge challenge. You should never look ahead. I think that's something fans and media people do.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think players, the moment you start looking ahead is usually when bad things happen. So there'd be no reason for this group to have any of those thoughts. It really just comes down to pride and figuring out what you can get done this week. I think if you're starting to look at trying to win, well, can we beat these guys? Can we go out to Oregon? Can we go out to Indiana? I can assure you nobody is thinking about that. I think everybody's mindset is on, all right, Ohio State's a really good football team. We have a monster challenge ahead of us, and we better make sure we're preparing as hard as we can and as smart as we can to make sure we can go out and perform.
Tausch, following the Packers' win over the Bengals, I don't feel much better about this team. What can you tell me that'll make me feel good and feel like this team is on the up and up? Because I don't feel that way right now.
Yeah, it's October 15th, so I think that's your starting point. Here's the problem, and I kind of felt this way being up at the game on Sunday. The first two games were so good. I think we all set this expectation that it was going to just be, not that we were going to go 17-0, but boy, we're just, we're so good, and we just hammered the Lions, and we just beat the team that was in the NFC Championship game. Oh, but and then Cleveland happens, and then the Dallas tie. And then last week it wasn't a bad game by any stretch. You won a football game by 2 scores in the NFL, but you're favored by 14 points, and it felt like the defense kind of let off the gas a little bit. But as far as what you have to look forward to, there's going to always be games like that, and you want to win them. And Green Bay, while it was difficult and the game was not really closed up until after that field goal was made, you won a game, and now you're getting guys healthy. This is the first time that we had our offensive line kind of intact, and you're still missing some guys, and this is a young football team that I think you're going to just continue to see get better and better. So I think there's a ton of things to be positive about. Yeah, you can look at it and say, well, we should have played better. Absolutely. I want my team to be playing good football and hopefully going to improve so that by the time it gets to be Thanksgiving and Christmas, you're playing a heck of a lot better. Now, if you have games like this around Christmas and you play a little sloppy and you let teams hang around, then I think you can get maybe more concerned. But I think we always have to look at, because of what we do and we analyze things daily, and it's a week-to-week league, you can sometimes get caught up in it and forget. And we're not even close to being halfway through this season, and there's a lot of room for this group to continue to grow.
Yeah, and with that, it is a strange NFC. I mean, Tampa's at the top with 5 wins. You got Detroit and the Rams and San Francisco at 4. Some other teams in there, Philadelphia. Then you got, even within the division, the NFC North is the only division that's got every team above 500. And obviously the Packers got the tie in there, but the Packers, Vikings, and Bears all having 3 wins would have been mind-blowing if you told me that after the first 2 weeks of the year. So to your point, this season's got way more twists and turns that we don't even expect coming up in front of us.
No doubt, and I think you look at it from Detroit, everybody crowning Detroit, and then they get beat pretty handily in Kansas City. And Philadelphia, oh my God, nobody can beat Philly, and now people are wondering if their offense stinks and if they can rebound. And Washington, Jaden Daniels, all this other stuff, and the Bears go beat them. And that's why we love this, right? Is that every week kind of has different storylines, and it just continues to tell you. And I thought that's the thing about Sunday was, I thought Cincinnati, if they had kept their other quarterback and turned the football over, which would have happened, it would have been a rout. But Joe Flacco came and kind of solidified things. And so it's just, it really is you need to try and play your best, understanding that every week it's not going to always look pretty. You have to figure out what your formula is that week to win. And if you can do that more often than not, I just think talent-wise, Green Bay's talent is really strong. I think Detroit's talent is really strong. I think Chicago, I give them credit. They're finding ways to win games that they would have lost last season. That's a sign of coaching and good growth. So I think the NFC North, while a lot of us were thinking it was going to be Green Bay and Detroit, I think you have to at least entertain the idea that these other two teams can also make a mark here and make a run. I still believe it's going to be Detroit and Green Bay, but I think with what Chicago and Minnesota have been able to do, they're hanging in there in a really tight conference, both division-wise and from the whole conference perspective.
Tausch, it's my opinion, and I'm sure a lot of other people's, that our defense's glaring weakness is our coverage in the secondary, mostly in the corners. Like, the idea, I know, was to get pressure with the front four and be able to help them, but it really hasn't seemed to be super effective against the teams, especially like your Joe Flacco's, who are really only taking those 3, 4, 5-yard throws and getting them out quick. Like, is there a solution to this, or is this just a problem we're going to have?
Well, I think first off, one of the things that I probably poo-pooed after the Dallas game was Devontae Wyatt. Because if you remember, everybody's looking back at it saying 40 points, and the defense was, had an awful day. In the second half, they did. Devontae Wyatt, when he's been healthy and in there, this defense has not given up hardly anything. So that's one thing. And then the other thing, as far as the secondary, things like that, I'm going to tell you this: Cincinnati, if they with Joe Flacco and a competent quarterback, with that receiving group, they're going to have days. I mean, that Jamar Chase is a stud. He is going to make a lot of corners and a lot of defensive backfield. He's going to get his. So I would look at it, and the thing I was probably more disappointed. I know there have been people very critical of the secondary and what that's been the last two games. But I actually look at the pass rush, and I didn't think we rattled and got up against Joe Flacco like we needed to in that second half. And that's, all across the board. And I don't know if that's, obviously Devontae Wyatt being out, Micah Parsons, you could say, well, he's getting held, and where's Rashawn Gary? And then Lucas Van Ness got hurt. But I am not as concerned about that, Matt, as I think maybe some Packer fans are, because I don't think we're going to be matching up against a better duo of wide receivers than what we saw Sunday.
That does make me feel better.
Mark, well, good, because Matt needs a little pep talk here. Mark, last thing for you, speaking of pep talks, the Brewers. It's a tough road ahead for them. Like, where is your hope meter with them? Because I kind of ask people, are you just trying to avoid the sweep at this point? Are you just trying to get it back to AmFam Field and see what happens? Like, where are you at with the Brewers and your expectations?
Yeah, I mean, I think at this point, if you can find a way to get back to AmFam Field and have home field, you just have to find some way to get something going on the base paths, because it was demoralizing these last two games. You got nothing. The fact that we didn't have anybody in scoring position last night outside of the home run, you can ask your crowd to be loud and proud, but you have to bring something there. And credit Los Angeles and their starting pitching. You have to find a way to get into their bullpen, and you have to get runners on base to start forcing the issue. Because the thing that was most glaring to me last night was their manager. I don't know if he even got off the bench. he's chewing seeds and sitting there and his hands in his pocket. It looked like a Sunday stroll through whatever, and you need to make things difficult for it. I know LA is stacked with talent all over the place, but Milwaukee, the reason I have hope is that this group has been so resilient all year. They have found ways to get it done. We heard Pat Murphy say that. This is a daunting task, and I know the T-shirt all year has been be undaunted. They are in a daunt stage. They need to find a way to get some action early in that game tomorrow and get some things going on the base paths. If they can do that and win, if they can get it back to Amsterdam, you never know how things will go, and I think that's the hope with what Brewer fans can be optimistic about.
Mark, awesome stuff. Thank you for the time.
You got it, guys.
All right, this is Jim, Matt, and Molly, presented by Coors Light.
You're listening to Jim, Matt, and Molly.
The Barry Alvarez Show, live from Ruth Chris Steakhouse with Jesse Nelson, Tarek Sala, Derek Engler, Barry Alvarez.
Amen.
Amen, Bear.
So you
Amen,
can tell
Derek.
Rutledge that.
Amen, Molly.
Absolutely ridiculous.
Molly, what is bothering you about this place? Why are you getting so sweaty?
Presented by Coors Light on 100.5 ESPN, the ESPN Wisconsin app, and ESPN Madison on YouTube.
Hey, Matt Hamilton here to tell you about the delicious Odyssey Brands, a family-owned company crafting award-winning cheese right here in Wisconsin for over 4 generations. Made with locally sourced milk, Odyssey brings bold Greek-style flavors straight to your table. From savory, crumbly feta to rich and creamy Greek yogurt, every bite is a taste of tradition and quality. You can find Odyssey products at most major retailers nationwide and online. Odyssey, crafted in Wisconsin, loved everywhere, dairy done right.
Actual price will depend on product and subscription plan. Featured products are compounded drug products, which the FDA does not approve or verify for safety, effectiveness, or quality. Prescription products require an online consultation with a healthcare provider who will determine if appropriate. See website for details, restrictions, and important safety information.
Want a boost in and out of the bedroom? Hims has you covered. Introducing a new 2-in-1 approach to level up your game. Tadalafil for better bedroom performance and zinc for testosterone support. Put it all together and you've got what you need to turn things all the way up. Getting started is simple. Just go to hims.com/joy to start your free online visit. Through Hims, you can access ED treatments including pills, chews, and more. 100% online. No office visits, no pharmacy lines. Just fill out a simple intake form and a licensed medical provider will determine if treatment's right for you. If prescribed, it ships free and discreetly to your door. Find affordable treatment options at up to 95% less than brand names at hims.com/joy. That's hims.com/joy, HIMS.com/JOY.
Chevy trucks have you covered when the road takes you from smooth sailing to Chevy Colorado will eat up some of the toughest terrains with 5 available drive modes. And Silverado and Silverado HD have the muscle to take you out for some serious. With multiple engine options and impressive towing, while Silverado EV is the perfect combo of performance and capability. Nice. Making it a snap to hitch up this electric truck and hit the road. Wherever the road leads, Chevy trucks are right there with you. See your Badgerland Chevy dealer today.
UW Credit Union presents the Prep Mania Student Athlete of the Week, supporting local student athletes as they grow on the field, in the classroom, and in the community. UW Credit Union is here for every you. Learn more at uwcu.org. Here's Dennis Semrau with the UW Credit Union Student Athlete of the Week.
Our ESPN Madison UW Credit Union Student Athlete of the Week, Tyler Vogt, Middleton High School. Welcome.
Thank you. Thanks for having me.
Now, you play football and baseball.
Yep.
Baseball had always been your love, but kind of changed a little bit when you got to high school.
Yeah, so I started football my freshman year, and I was like, man, this is something. This is awesome. And baseball my whole life. I mean, I still love it. I plan to play in the spring and, I'll just have fun with it.
What kind of impact will Middleton leave on you when you leave this campus?
I'm proud to be a Cardinal. I will always be proud to be a Cardinal. The community, the love, the brotherhood within the football team, within the baseball team. We talked about the welcoming factor. You go into that school and you feel welcomed. You feel loved. You feel like you belong. I'll always remember that.
This is Martin Sesaker from Norway. You're listening to Jim, Matt, and Holly on 100.5 ESPN Madison.
Jim, Matt, and Molly continues live from the Everlight Solar Studio. It is Matt Hamilton in primetime Wollersheim. Jim Rutledge and Molly Brown with you. We are in Milwaukee. Get into the show, 844-770-3776. That's Carbus Talk text line. List is more. You can see us on the ESPN Madison YouTube stream. Stream us on the ESPN Wisconsin app. Matt, you had a wardrobe malfunction this morning.
Yeah,
Is that right?
Well, not even this morning. Though. Like this late afternoon, like right before I came into work.
Okay.
It's Matt's morning.
Go on.
I had a really great shirt that I got a while back. I even texted Molly. I was like, "Bro, are you at work today? Because you were gonna love the fit." And she's like, "No, I'm not. I'll need a fit check." I was very excited for this.
So can I ask why you texted Molly, not the group?
Because I felt like you would be like, "Oh, who cares, Matt?" I feel like you would not care.
Exactly. I'm the only one that cares.
I feel bad. That's what I thought it was. I feel bad. Okay.
No, it's not that I dislike you. I was just like, I don't think I'm gonna get the reaction I'm looking for.
No,
I want to be.
I
want
feel
to
bad
be
that that's the reaction. That
pat like a dog.
I get it.
And Molly
He wants compliments.
Yeah. So I sent the text to Molly, and I was, like I said, I was very excited for work today. It's like an off-white, kind of like cream-colored shirt, and right after lunch, I was like, "Oh, I'm kind of vibing something sweet." I told my wife that, and she goes, "Well, we have pomegranates. Let's open up a pomegranate and get some of the seeds out." Well, literally, as we're like, so I pulled up a video on like best ways to do a pomegranate. And dude, we're halfway through because we watched the other one first, and it was like, "Oh yeah, if you just gently cut off the top, you can see where the seams are, and then you run your knife down the seams, and you can split it open, kind of like a cored apple kind of thing, right?" And we all had our like pieces of pomegranate. We're over a bowl with water, but not in it, over it. And as I'm like peeling the seeds out, and literally as I'm doing it, the guy's like, "Be sure to wear an apron because if you like pinch them, they'll burst." And
Squirt on you.
Well, that's the thing is I didn't notice it. And we got done, and then I was like, "Oh well," I screwed around doing some other things around the house for like half an hour, and on my way out the door, my wife's like, "Oh my gosh, your shirt's got pomegranate juice on it." And I looked down, and sure enough, there's like some very fine speckled red, pink colored splatter marks on my shirt, and I was very upset by it.
Ooh.
And yeah, I immediately had to take care of it, change the shirt. Wasn't a fan, but not the way you wanted your day to go down. That's for
Did
sure.
you get the stain out?
Yes, I did. Yes, I did.
Good.
I am surprised that you are not like a professional pomegranate squeezer. Because like,
because I seem bougie about food, and it seems like a bougie food.
Yeah, the Rutledge family likes
it is.
pomegranates, and it's all dependent on me how much I want because I'm the only one that's going to do it.
Mm-hmm.
So how much like is the juice worth the squeeze for me? Basically, I have to negotiate how many pomegranate seeds am I going to get if I'm going to break this apart for everyone. So because like the other day we were at Costco, and I was like, I'm not doing 6 pomegranates. It's not
Right.
happening.
That's what happened with us.
It's a lot.
My wife was at Costco and got 6 pomegranates. So we got these. They're literally the ones that we're not using are sitting out as like table decor on our table.
Right, yeah. They are delicious, but yeah, it's you kind of just want to cut them right down the middle, but then you have to do it in the water. Like put them in a bowl in the water because it loosens them up. And then you just, with your thumbs, like you're playing a video game, you just kind of take your thumbs and pop them all out.
I'm just going to wear a poncho next time.
Take your fingers, finger them out there, and it's all, you pop those seeds out. It's easy. You'll get an expert the more you do it.
I like the technique. The guy, like you said, he cut the little top off, and then when you run your knife down the seam, you can open it up very nicely.
Yeah, right down the seam.
You can almost just like eat them right out of like you would an orange. They're delicious. And I screwed up, and I almost lost a good shirt today.
But you saved it.
We saved it.
Whoa.
I'm a stain expert.
That's good.
Fantastic.
Yeah.
Time to go home, ladies and gentlemen.
Oh, thanks, Ryan.
What? Is that it? You just ended the show?
Yeah, that's your cue, Jim.
That's why you had it so loud. I can't even hear you.
I know,
guys.
I can't hear a thing. Prep Mania coming up next. Ryan, why is it so loud in my ears? This has been Jim, Matt, and Molly.
See ya.
Coors Light.
At Siding